Oh, sorry.
Ha ha.
We're
Okay.
live.
Hey, we're live, guys. It's Gangster Ghost here. Hope you
Yeah.
guys are all having an awesome day and have a good and safe day, my friends.
Oh, thank you.
I'm kidding. Okay. So am I starting this?
Yeah.
Claude, were you going to say something? Because now I'm starting to think that Claude's the one with the echo there.
No, but why are we
Oh.
obsessed with having a nice and safe day? What about an exciting day, a thrilling day, living on the edge day? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Logan's slogan.
Where are the intermediary species between the whale and the whale that grew legs over millions of years of adaptation?
Okay, whales never grew legs. They evolved from an ancestor that walked on land, which wasn't a whale.
How do you get different bred dogs? You breed dogs with dogs, not wolves.
You can breed dogs and wolves. Also, the theory of evolution doesn't say dogs one day produce non dogs. If that ever happened, it would debunk the theory of evolution. Evolution teaches we inherit everything our ancestors were, so dogs will always produce dogs. We
Wait,
Homo sapiens are still hominids. We are still primates. We are still mammals and tetrapods, and we are still vertebrates. We have inherited everything our ancestors were. So dogs will always produce dogs.
Like, do you believe in evolution?
Yes.
Where are the intermediary species between the whale and the whale that grew legs over millions of years of adaptation?
Okay. Whales never grew legs. They
oh wait,
evolved
is it?
from an ancestor that walked on land.
I hate that it doesn't let you go longer than a minute on YouTube. For the shorts, but on TikTok you can go longer. Are
What do
you
you
putting
guys think of
on
that?
TikTok yet?
I
I'll
pretty
let
much
everybody else
agree
go.
with everything that inspiring philosopher said. Whatever his name is, Michael. What's
Yeah.
his name? Yeah,
Michael Jones.
Like that
I mean the
rapper.
guy the guy made some ridiculous statements about the whale. I mean, in fact, the whale line is very well understood. The whale's closest relative on land now is the hippo, which we have
What?
seen the hippopotamus.
Oh,
Wait, what?
huh?
That's the closest relative to a whale that's on land. So, and hippos are pretty much water dwelling creatures for the most part.
Whoa.
What do you think of that?
And then the growing legs thing, that's backwards, right? Didn't
That's
it didn't
backwards.
it come for Okay, that's what I thought.
So it came
See, that's
from
some
it
guy
came
that
from
heard Hint once.
yeah, it came from something, not a hippo, but some land dwelling creature that had legs. And then as it spent more time in the water, those legs basically changed into flippers, which are basically just hands with, flesh in between them. I mean, if you, a whale flipper looks like it has the same bones as our hand does.
Yeah. It's called webbing, right? Webbed
Yeah,
feet.
webbing.
Okay.
Exactly.
Like a duck's
And
feet.
so, and then slowly, like the back legs went away because they weren't seen as necessary, but you do still have uh, a pelvic bone in whales, which
Hmm.
indicates, that they did have legs at one time.
Um I yeah, I don't know. There's so many questions I have, but yeah. It doesn't make sense to me though. A dog will always produce a dog, but it obviously didn't at some point, right? Because you guys say, or it says that we came from one thing. I'm not trying to like say that you're wrong or anything. I'm seriously wondering how that works, how it works. Because if they had anything other than a dog, it would debunk evolution. Well, that doesn't make sense though, because something along in the past had to have come from a non-dog.
Yeah, that was he. I think he misspoke there a little bit because you could have a dog, um, and say it became isolated from other dog breeds, and it became really small, like a rodent size or something, and it became a new species. Then it would still be in the lineage that contained the dog that was its ancestor. It would still be in the lineage of the carnivore, wherever the dog came from, the carnivore, the mammal. It would still be all in that lineage, in vertebrates, chordates, all the way back. It would still retain that lineage, but it would be a different species. So I think it was a little confusing what he said there. Maybe it was just me, but
Yeah, he's
Oh.
pretty confusing, and he's been wrong a few times. He did a recent video where he was talking about, oh my goodness, what is that called? Where you take two pieces of copper and you can find a water line in your yard or whatever. If you just take two pieces of copper and you bend them like a hanger or something, and you walk around, and when you get to whenever you walk over the water, the two pieces of copper will come together. It's really
a
cool,
divining
and
rod.
that really happened. Yes, yes, exactly. And I know people that literally use those still. And he said that that's a myth. And I'm like, are you out of your mind, dude? This is crazy. Now people can just go out there and prove you wrong. So now you just look either like you're lying or you're dumb, right? Because you got hangers in your closet, I'm sure. I don't mean any thing bad by that. Sorry, Logan. I'm just saying, like, he should
Well, that's all right.
down. He should take that down, because it's absolutely true
Here's
and it
some
works.
things he got wrong. Like, I'm not sure about the one thing. Did he say that Halloween did get started in Ireland?
What did?
I thought
Um,
Halloween. He tried to say that it wasn't started in Ireland. Is that true?
I didn't hear your first word.
Well, he said that Halloween didn't get
Hall-
started in Ireland.
Halloween didn't start
Oh,
in Ireland.
Halloween. Well, I would have think it would have been a Celtic thing. So it would either be Ireland, England, or Scotland, Wales, or
Yeah, he said that Halloween got started with the like her friendship came over with costumes and stuff. I don't know. I think Halloween's a hybrid of two holidays combined.
okay.
One is a Celtic thing of Sam. What
Isn't it All
what's the
Saints
name?
Somebody
All
call
Saints Day?
Yeah,
somebody
combined
call
together,
Aiden. He'll tell us.
to become Halloween. Uh,
That's
Father Chuck
possible. I don't
told me.
know.
Yeah, Father Chuck said Halloween means holy evening.
What?
Yeah, that's what
Holy
Father Chuck
holy
told me.
evening?
Yeah,
Huh.
what do you think? Is that crazy?
It is crazy. I heard it meant Hallows Eve.
Yeah,
Wait, Hallows Eve. I'm not sure exactly what that is, but
It has its roots in the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain, a pagan religious celebration to welcome the harvest at the end of summer, when people would light bonfires and wear costumes to ward off ghosts.
hmm.
yeah, that I remember. That was part of it. What do you think?
Man, that's what my neighbor was doing. No. Could you imagine if you seen somebody doing that and it wasn't like the holiday? I don't know. I guess it was probably normal back then.
Yeah.
Everybody was, because you didn't have like a TV to entertain you all day, so you had to go out and talk to people. It's crazy. Tell me this world isn't getting worse. I mean, come on. There is nothing good that's going to come out of this generation coming up. They can't even leave their house. They're scared. Like Like my daughter is scared to call and order pizza.
Yeah, yeah, but
It's
Missy Maud,
it's
you
crazy.
live in one little corner of the country, and you're projecting that on. I don't see that where I live.
But you said the other day that you're an introvert, which I don't think you are. You're absolutely
I
not
was
because you
tested.
travel all the
I
time
was
and you're very
tested as an
friendly.
introvert, but anyway, that doesn't matter.
There's,
Um,
there's a test for that.
yeah, it's called the Myers-Briggs test.
Oh, what,
We think
Claude?
Claude.
Matter?
Claude, you're breathing.
Yeah, please stop.
Thank you.
What's wrong, Claude? Is the answer keeping you down?
No, but
Yeah.
What do you like to talk about, little guy?
He's standing over us with a gun too. He's got us all hostage. Logan does.
Uh, Big Bad Mama.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're saying, what's the name? Lupin said you were trolling Kent before with questions he said he already answered.
It's like how do you troll with
Consider the
questions?
source of that question. I mean, of that statement. I mean, Kent has never adequately answered my questions.
He likes you now. I love that.
Yeah.
He is literally I
I
think that
mean,
he actually is going to remember when you go to see him again, he's going to be like, "You are creationist crybaby." I mean,
I don't
that's
think
going to be
he
the
would
first thing he
remember
remembers
me.
in a long time. That's what I'm saying. He might. You never know. I think it's so cute and endearing. Is that the right word?
I
Endearing.
mean, I haven't, like, my questions are still just as cutting as ever. So I haven't, and he still insults me all the time. So it's not like he's actually in love with me. I mean, he wants to convert me, but
I don't think he's in love with you, but I think he loves you. He
yeah.
likes you. He's starting to take a liking to you. Like I love that. I bet you it's the dog. He got that dog. It softened him. That is so cute too.
Oh, Big Bad Mama. I just put a. It's kind of like an old video I made some years ago, probably months ago. I put Kent Hoble's face on a famous rock roll star.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I put up on my
Oh,
channel.
good.
That's kind
Cool.
of interesting to think about. Like Kent has never had a relationship with an animal like you have with Snowy, Big Bad
that's
Mama.
what that's what you think.
No, oh my goodness, not like that, Claude. I need my soundboard connected because I got a soundboard. It's got like a slapping sound. Oh, you're gonna get it. I literally was inspired to do this because I wanted to get that SpongeBob clip where he's like 4 years later and play it when Aiden won't stop talking. Just because I love him, not to be mean, hurt his feelings or anything. I love how him and Christian mess with each other. It's just I love it.
Yeah, they're
You
pretty
Yeah.
guys
good
do.
friends.
Yeah, like everybody needs to lighten up some, man. It's all right. Like, we can laugh at ourselves, right? Some people do not
Yeah.
know how to do that. They can't, and it is the worst life when you're like that.
Big Bad Mama. We think they have 1,000. I think 100,000 subscribers now.
1,000.
Yeah, we think of that.
Well, I mean, if they earned them, then that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean,
Do you think
that's where you can start monetizing your channel. But if they earned 1,000 subscribers, then that's all good and dandy.
like apple candy?
No, good and
Oh,
dandy.
like gun dandy, like apple candy.
Oh, okay.
You know what? I gotta
Yeah,
say, restream, when you're a guest in the room, it sucks compared to StreamYard. That is one thing I will say. I love it from my side, but in here is like I can't see who's here. There isn't it doesn't show me. I guess that's probably no. That's not normal. I don't know. Anyway.
Can I try to share my screen one more time so I can watch it
Yeah,
after this is over?
yeah, anytime you want.
I'll do it right now if I can.
Oh, Big Bad Mama's taking over.
Taking over
Just gonna
again.
make you're gonna make this your show now, where you just talk about evolution all the time. No.
Let me know if
What
you
if you take
can.
over the world?
Can you see that?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, they got the water right in that one.
How's it? How does it look?
Looks good.
Oh, looks perfect.
Yeah, sorry about that. My device won't allow that for some reason. I wasn't sure. It was weird. I wait till I get my laptop fixed. Then I can make it where I can share stuff too.
Yeah, we really need Father
Can
Chuck back.
can you guys read? Can you guys read those headings and stuff?
I can see him.
Ocean spreading rogue
Ridge.
ridge. Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, thank you, Logan. Appreciate that.
Yeah. Oh,
Stop.
can you show
It's
the
actually
Ken Hobo video? Oh, never mind.
Oh,
I don't have any videos set up to show.
Oh,
yeah, and see on Restream you have to share. If you want to share anything with sound, you got to be on Chrome because it won't work on anything else. I've tried it. What
oh.
browser do you
Oh,
use?
okay. I think it's
But
Chrome.
oh, okay. I was gonna say it'll work for anything. But if you want sound, only the sound will only work on Chrome for some reason, is what I find.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep it real simple tomorrow, and I'm not going to. Yeah, I won't show any videos or anything, but I'll just share like 5 or 6 figures, and that's it.
Oh, Miss Mod, can you show that share that website I sent to you?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Wait,
Oh, thank
you sent me
uh,
another one?
it's the one where I got the picture of the I think the English Giants you're talking about.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, yeah.
What
Yeah.
do you think of that? Is that crazy? I
Uh,
showed it to Ken Hobo.
yourroyals.com is what it is. Let's see.
Know that Big Bad Mama?
What's that?
I showed that to that picture to Ken Hobo.
The one of you as a ghost, or
No, of the giant
oh,
one.
the one where you put Dustin's head on it?
Oh, the same one, but without the Dustin one.
Right,
So
of course, of course,
yeah, he said it's real.
of course he did. Claude, you're pretty quiet over there. Are you okay?
Yeah, just listening and trying not to breathe too hard.
Oh.
It's really weird when Dustin does it because it's like, I don't know. Have you guys noticed that? How Dustin breathes whenever he's on stream sometimes? I don't know. Maybe he's doing that on purpose. I don't know.
It's not as bad as Father Charles humming.
Thank you. See, Claude?
Yeah.
Because I was just telling him earlier that I think that Chuck might be upset with me, and it's why he's, you know, being like, not coming around. I don't know, but because we were streaming and he was humming and being, interrupting a lot, and you can't hear anything because he's got that real deep tone to his voice too. So it's like, because you just said it. So I said something to him about it, and yeah, I should have just never said anything. I feel really bad about it now, but it's like I don't want to waste like 3 hours a day, um, you know, yeah, it doesn't matter. But I love Chuck. It doesn't matter. I'll let him. I want him to come and hum. Just don't leave
Right.
us.
This is the website I found that from. Is that crazy?
Okay, there's Andrew Jackson.
They live long enough to be photographed. Kind of like
I love that. I had no idea who that was. That's sad. But
He's
you
on the
just did.
$20 bill.
Oh, well, I don't know what those
Who
look like either. I'm just kidding. Like I know what a 20 looks like,
who
but
who was he?
what are we?
Andrew Jackson?
Yeah,
Was he a
he
president or
was.
something?
Yes, he was a president. Pretty controversial because of his treatment of the Native Americans. He did some horrible things. He was a general before he was a president,
Oh,
and I think that he defeated the British in the War of 1812 in the Battle of New Orleans, if I'm not mistaken. But
oh. What about Old Orleans?
not sure about that. Old
Uh,
Orleans is probably in France.
oh, I sent a link to that video of them talking about you to Mr. Mod. You want to watch it?
What? Hold on.
What
Oh,
happened?
Claude is snoring.
He's bored with this.
Are you there,
Oh,
Claude?
yes, sorry, did I snore? Oh, no.
Are you right, little guy?
I'm okay
Hey,
now.
hey,
That's
you're breathing again. That was funny. I don't think Big Bad Mama realized that with the way it sounded.
uh,
Okay. What are we doing here? Oh, okay. I'm
okay.
going to another place now.
Oh, this
Yeah,
is where the giant is, or
the where the website that I had. Could you go down on there?
Oh. Okay. Let me go back because I got to keep going to my Chrome because my Facebook isn't signed in on. Yeah, it's a long story. It doesn't even matter. Okay. Well, where are we going? Just keep going.
Yeah. I think they had it on here. It's where I got the thing from. It was when I clicked on the thing, it took me in there. Weird.
I, and this is Colonel Sanders here. No, I'm just kidding. Who is
that's
that?
John Quincy Adams,
Okay. Oh, sounds
Is
kind
he
of the same.
son of John Adams.
is he
Okay.
related to the Adams family?
Possible. Oh, Charles
Well
Also,
Darwin.
done.
Charles. Yeah,
He's the
he looked.
prophet of fine spaghetti mustard.
What is that an
Okay.
ad for on the left there? That looks obscene.
Weird.
It looks very weird. I was thinking that too, but I just was like, let's ignore
What?
that.
I don't know what that is.
Whoa, this website is interesting.
Weird.
Man,
There's the
what?
prophet
There's
of the
Charles
fine.
Darwin.
Well,
Okay. I'm like, man, he looks familiar. Duh.
I seen the video of his great grandson.
Oh yeah, I remember you talking
Like the
about that. Where is
fan.
Aiden? Did you tell him that you were live yet?
Yeah, he's coming at 3 because that's when he gets his singamajiggy.
Oh,
Right. I thought that
okay.
Uncle Sam was a fictional guy.
That's what I thought too. I was gonna say that. Hey, he
There's
said he's
Aiden in
here.
the private chat.
See how it pops up in front of the screen for you, Big Bad Mama?
He's here.
That day
Yeah.
that Sea Science was there, he kept doing that even after I had him blocked. And I'm like,
Oh,
it just kept, yeah, it was so annoying. I feel bad about blocking him, but
Oh,
Aiden,
I've been waiting in the private chat longer than I assumed that I had time to be able to be on here. I'm sorry, I won't be able to be on very long.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
we
that's
wanted to
okay.
know why.
To answer your question, though, Logan, yes, New Orleans is based off of both the city of Orléans in France as well as the Duchy of Orléans, which
Oh,
is one of the duchies in part of northern France. It's actually right next to the Ile-de-France, which is the original area around Paris where the Kingdom of France, as most people associate it, was. Because most people don't realize during medieval times that, most people think of the Kingdom of France, they think of like the borders of modern day France, whereas really it was a pretty loose collection of duchies and counties that was held together by the Ile-de-France.
oh.
and
Then-
England had significant portions of France for a long time.
That's true, yes. During the reign of Henry II, actually, the English crown held more land in France than the French king did. So, yes, there was indeed a time where the Angevin Empire was what it was called. It was led by the Plantagenet dynasty. founded, I believe, with Henry II and ended with Richard III.
The
It
War of the
was
Roses.
Yeah, the War of the Roses was what unseated the Plantagenets, and
And the
both of the
Tudors took over,
yeah
right?
the houses of Lancaster and York, or as we would know it today, the House of Lancaster is the house of the Tudors. Yes, they were both cadet branches actually of the Plantagenet dynasty. They both split off though due to a succession crisis that happened during the 100 Years' War that England was involved with France. The 100 Years' War was primarily a succession dispute with England and France, where the English throne claimed the French throne as their own due to a convoluted series of succession disputes I don't have time to get into right now.
It's called the new King of France.
Well, he's the king. He's the true king of France. We all know that.
Right, Claude?
Yeah, well, I was thinking, there are different names, like New Orleans in New York, and it was New Amsterdam at one stage, wasn't there?
That's
And
right.
now with Stephen Boland, New Dock.
Oh my goodness! No, I'll say that the French dynasty was known as the Bourbons, and I think that
Yes.
Claude may have had one or two Bourbons before going on any of these shows. I think that's quite evident.
Better to have a Bourbon than a Bourbonk. Yeah.
That's true. That is true.
Oh,
Go
did you
ahead,
see
Logan.
the video of Michael Jones on there?
You really love Michael Jones, eh, Logan?
But he's Michael Jones, inspired from us.
Yes, you're correct. That is him.
Logan's
Did
trying to
you
get
see
him for
that?
the show.
Yeah.
I know I think Logan's gonna fanboy the entire time he's on. I don't blame him. I mean, it's like me whenever Mark is on.
Oh, I put up, sent Miss Ahmad the video, but when they talked about Big Bad Mama, you want to watch that, Big Bad Mama?
Not really.
Oh, okay. What
Who talked
about,
about Big Bad Mama?
Proverbs, guys.
Oh
yeah.
God, who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to watch that. It'll just make me mad.
Why?
Oh,
I just
sorry.
all I have to ask and I'll leave it at that is, like, why are they still worried about it when they've said so many times that they're going to be finished with it? Like, they seriously went and made a video about Big Bad Mama. Like, that just goes to show how sincere they are about that. That's all I'll say about it.
Yeah,
You know what I think is sweet though is Dustin is like, I don't know what we're talking about, but I can't wait. Like, you could just hear the smile on his face about him and Big Bad Mama's conversation coming.
Well, Dustin's a little bit different from some of those other guys.
Yeah.
He's
But
much
you know
more
what?
open to and a little bit less judgmental of the fact that we're atheists
Yeah.
than Achilles or Stump or
I know. I'm wondering
I'll
how in the
leave it
world
at those two guys.
I'm
Steven.
wondering how is he not kicked out yet? Like,
Well, he was for
I
a
don't-
while, and
Yeah, he was banished for a time, but then he was allowed back in for the
and I mean,
purposes of
Steven
whatever.
Steven
It's
seems
not.
to be missing every episode he goes on to.
I
Big
mean,
Bad Mama.
whatever. It's not a big deal, honestly. That's why I figured we should have left it where it is. Big Bad Mama, did you get a new mic?
yeah. No,
Yeah, you're.
I'm actually using my good mic now with my laptop, whereas before
Yeah,
it sounds better.
it sounds
Yeah.
way better.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
he's been sharing
before I
screen
used
and
my
everything.
phone.
Big Bad Mama. Is it true
Yeah, I'm
atheists
using my phone right now,
are
but yeah,
born
it
that?
makes a
Thank you
huge
for that
difference.
feedback.
Is it true that
Yeah.
atheists are born that way with the atheist gene?
Well, we're all born atheists, and then someone lies to us.
Aiden?
That's no.
No.
Yeah.
Wow, somebody
You're
lies
born
to us.
without belief. You're born without belief in God, and then at some point in your childhood, somebody gives you a story, and which more than likely, I mean, if you're
What-
in one of the
what-
Abrahamic religions, is going to be filled with lies.
Well, what do you say? What do you say to like people that didn't get saved until they were older, that didn't have it
They
in their life
chose
when they
they
were a kid?
chose they chose that for themselves, then I would say.
Yeah,
What if
yeah,
someone's
because
born
I
believing
didn't
in
grow up in.
God?
Did you go
I
to
don't
church
think
when you were
anyone
young?
is.
Well, sorry.
What he's gonna say?
Did you go to church when you were younger? Like, did your family go and stuff?
Oh,
You, Logan. Sorry.
yeah.
They did? Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, that's right. You said you were raised Baptist. Okay.
Yeah. What about you, Big Man Mama? Were you raised in a church?
No.
Oh. What about Todd?
My mom was a Catholic, but my dad was basically agnostic and never went to church. First church I ever saw was Westminster Abbey in London.
Oh,
Oh,
so you say your mother is a Catholic, so that means that your mother was not a Christian either. All right,
Right.
that means that they are not Christian. All right, they are only Christian if I say so.
They were, my mother was a Satanist, according to Achilles, probably.
Sorry, according to who?
Achilles.
Haley.
No, I don't know who that is. Sorry, you're not registering with me right now. I only know the voice. I only know I only know the certain voices that come to my mind, come to my carnal mind.
That's the only one I'm just like, ah.
You know, the
Yeah.
fact that you cringe at it, Missing Mod, just gives me
Yeah.
power. It just feeds that engine, that satanic engine of horrible evil and hatred that lurks deep within me.
Oh,
I love that about you, Aiden.
Do you? Aw,
I love.
thank you. I
Yes,
appreciate it.
I really honestly do. I can't even help it.
I'm like the
I don't care if you
Aztec
do hate me.
priest that like adds a little bit of flair before I rip your heart out, you know? Like I do a little
oh.
dance and I blow the flute and I'm like boop 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 boop. All right, heart time and it's steaming.
The ST demons?
What was that?
You said demons? Oh, I'm like think of the ST
I don't
demons.
think you should talk about demons, Logan. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't
I
think we
can
should talk about
I
demons,
can
otherwise someone
I
might be
can
summoned.
imitate the ST demon.
Oh no.
Hello, friends.
Uh-oh.
Would you like me to speak from the Necronomicon?
Oh,
That's my
wow.
imitation. Aiden does an imitation too, I think.
Yeah, you
Um,
don't sound angry enough, Big Bad Mama.
What's that?
I do an okay
He was mad
imitation.
enough.
It's not half as good as yours, though. The ST demon is very difficult to imitate. Definitely on the upper echelon of the impressions. So, I,
Aiden, can you do a Stephen Boland that goes into a Kent Hovind?
oh
That's a
man.
challenge.
Okay. So
If you
I
want.
just want to I just want to let everyone know not to put your money into DAL. All right, if you have money that's saved up, don't invest it over in Dinosaur Adventureland. We got all sorts of different attractions over here at DAL. All right, we can go take the side by side right now. We're gonna go do a drive around the lake right now with our side by side. Take a look at the Gloria God, the Gloria God over here.
That's good.
I
We
mean,
were
those
just
two things
watching.
are exactly the same if you think about it, but that's a story for another day. That's until you're level 3 of DAL compound training.
Oh, Aiden.
uh,
What if I
we
asked?
were watching.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
sorry. Go ahead.
what if I asked Kent to come on here to debate you again over evolution? Would you debate him or
Um,
have a discussion
I
with him?
told you already. The caveat I want to do a debate with Ken is I sit in the middle of the room and I don't have access to anything, any external sources or links or anything, and he does the same. And the merits of our knowledge on the subject will come to fruition at that point.
Could you beat
Well, at
him?
least you admit you're prideful.
I mean, I don't see how that's prideful whatsoever. I think that's just a simple demonstration, unhindered demonstration of our knowledge on the subject.
Wow. You beat him with half your brain tied behind your back.
Well, I mean, obviously, I have nothing but predictions that Kent Hovind, without access to his slides and without access to his, script, will just do perfectly. He'll extemporaneously just wipe the floor with me over the entire course of the debate. Because, I mean, he's been doing this for what? Like, longer than I've been alive. He's been doing it for
Well, if
30,
he didn't
40
have
years. So, I mean, he should have no problem whatsoever just rattling it all off. No problem.
Oh, Aiden.
if he didn't have his slides, he would probably be like, "Hey, can we do this another time because I can't get my slides working."
I agree. I
Probably.
agree. But that's my point, is that he uses it as a crutch.
You gonna beat up on an old man? He's
Anybody
an
can
old
write,
30-year-old
anybody can
man.
recite something that's on a screen missing mod. That's not a skill. Anybody can write, anybody can enunciate a rote recital of information. That's not impressive to me. What's impressive
But
is somebody's ability to actually conjure up the knowledge they have about a topic.
Aiden.
I don't think he's trying to impress you though. I could be wrong, but
Well,
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean,
I could
you
be
have to
looking at it the
impress.
wrong
You have
way.
to impress knowledgeability upon somebody in order for that person to be competent in your eyes. Do you not?
I could have said that in a way faster and simpler way.
well, Aiden.
I mean, good for you. That's not how I expressed it, though.
Well, Aiden, what do you think I put your face on a baby's body dancing?
That was cute. That was cute.
You
Hey,
put
I didn't mean that in a bad way, Aiden.
no,
I'm
that's
sorry.
fine. I'd give that same answer to anybody who made that statement to me. That's great that you would have put it a different way, but you're not me.
You're right.
Logan,
Oh my
why did you
goodness,
just
I
gasp?
realized that.
Oh, I don't know. I also put a dog's face on a baby's body too. Dancing.
Logan, I think
What?
I think that you should put your face on a baby's body.
No, that will break the internet.
Whoa.
In the
Whoa.
name of Jesus, I command you to reveal your face right now in front of everybody.
That's what
That's
Steven.
funny.
That's what Steven said.
That's what who?
That never
Who's that?
happened, did it? Yeah, right? Let's just forget about it.
Forget about what?
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We needed you here earlier because we don't know when Halloween started.
Yeah.
So can you help us with that?
What-
And what does Halloween
I
mean?
think
I
I
don't
already,
know,
I
like,
already
I don't know.
recited that to you.
That's your favorite holiday,
What, Halloween is
isn't
my
it?
favorite holiday?
Yeah.
I assume.
Why do you assume that? Hold on.
Well, because you said that you were going to dap the devil the other day because
Well,
his
look,
name was like something else.
Satan's holiday, actually, his favorite holiday is not Halloween. It's a close runner-up, but his favorite holiday is actually Flag Day, specifically American Flag Day, because America is the best embodiment of what he wants in the world out of anything else, honestly. So he just loves that day so much.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, you're going to get into it with
Oh,
missing mod here.
Oh no.
Why?
Ain't
gonna
that
beat you up.
America, home
said-
of the devil?
She said
Ain't
we're
that
number. She said we're number
America?
one.
You're
We
number
are.
one. Yeah.
She didn't
Mhm.
say
Yeah.
number one
Well, I
in
mean,
what,
America
but
is. Well, in everything, right? Like, nobody messes with America.
Well, I have to let you know that me being Aiden and everything being about the Roman Empire, I'm just gonna tell you right now that if you actually look back, a Roman probably would have said the same thing about their empire too.
Flawball.
I'm just saying, if aliens came to Earth, they would send them to America
They would
to
get killed by
talk to them.
Steven and them.
Hello, everyone. Grace and peace to all of you. Father Charles here. I just want to let you know that the ST Demon was going to arrive at the show, but I actually cast him out with my orthodox powers. He's gone for the time being. He won't be bothering you anytime soon. I've got to go now, though. I've got another demon to excise, so goodbye.
where are you, Father Chuck? When are you coming back?
I'm actually at the bottom of the Marianas Trench right now.
Were
I'm
you
just
attacked by-
broadcasting from my deep sea submarine. The
With his new dolphin
resonation.
boyfriend.
Be attacked by one of those sexual monsters called dolphins.
No,
Steven.
I've actually been excising fish demons right now. It's a little known fact. I know a lot of people think that demons just inhabit human bodies, but that's actually a misconception, I'll have you know. It's actually also fish bodies that can be inhabited as well.
You know how
Yeah,
the only thing you're missing is when you start off, you're supposed to say this won't take long. I hate to interrupt.
All right, now this won't. No, hold on. All right, hold on a minute. All right, this won't take very long. I just need to let everyone know about that. Okay, so the entire history of the Orthodox Church began in 33 A.D. when Jesus Christ of Nazareth. You know, like
That was perfect.
do you identify as Father Charles?
I channeled him into my being. It's kind of like how when I chat. What do you mean? I don't know how you say that you have some sort of special knowledge, Steven. I just love the way that he says it. The way that he says Steven. It's just with such contempt. Oh,
Who
it's
did
Did
you
you
so
say?
hear
great.
him and Achilles talking the other day?
Who says that? Hold on, I gotta think for a sec.
Oh,
Bustin'
okay.
Duck.
Yeah, he said that dolphins are sexual monsters. Is that true,
Yeah,
Edie?
I wouldn't necessarily go and use them as a good way of being able to express that. Never mind the fact that that doesn't make any sense in the context of the argument that I was making.
Yeah, Big Bad Mama was attacked by one of those sexual monsters. He beat
Were
him
you
up with
Big Bad
bare
Mama?
hands. Right, Big Bad Mama?
Several of them.
Like, you ever seen The King of the Hill where Hank was attacked by those sexual monsters?
Every wife and girlfriend I've had.
Dang it,
I was
Bobby!
gonna say that, but I didn't want to offend anybody, so I just
It's
was like,
6 in the a.m. and already that boy ain't right.
Have you
Well,
seen
I
that
don't know
episode?
why, Dad.
Have you seen that
"Aw,
episode when he was attacked by that dolphin? Had dolphin love?
Nah,
that's
I did
probably
not
why
see that
Justin's so
episode.
sensitive.
Man, King of the Hill is such a good show. I love that show so much.
He got raped by a dolphin or something."
Yeah.
Wow, you can't say that word on YouTube now, Missing Mod. You realize you just got Logan's show, like, you just got him in trouble.
Oh,
Just got
Uh-oh,
him in
God.
shut the
trouble
stream
by using
down.
that word. Shut it
Shut the
down.
stream down.
Shut it down.
What about,
Logan really shuts it down.
what about Claude?
What about Claude?
Yeah,
Who's
what
Where is
Claude?
about Claude Logan, if that's even your real name?
Where's Logan? Where's Claude?
Oh, snap! I don't know. Where is he? Logan, quote unquote.
Claude, are you there? He's busy looking for Skylar. Where is he?
He was sleeping.
Yes, I am here. I am right here. Yes, hello.
That
Right, Claude?
sounds like Achilles.
I know, right? That's what I always
Is
think.
not. That is not true. No, you are a mocker. You are a liar. All right. You are trying to say. I mean, sure, you have never seen Claude Bulls and Achilles in the same room. All right. This may be true. But at the same time, I have got the Claude Bowles to admit that Achilles is nothing but a liar. All right, he is nothing short of a liar and a attacker. See, I transitioned from Achilles to Claude Ball. I know that's the easiest transition that you can make, but I did
Aiden.
it.
Man, it
He
just
said
feels
he.
like all the hard work we're doing is just like bam, we're right back.
The
We're
entire
not
time that you
talking about
guys
it
don't
again.
see me, you know how like Americans had this conception of the Taliban in the early 2000s, how like they were just constantly they were like they're on the monkey bars and like doing like pull-ups and like doing intensive training and stuff all the time in the camps, and meanwhile they were just kind of like sitting around in a cave like eating Doritos or something like that. Yeah, that's basically me. Every time that I'm not on the stream, I'm vigorously practicing my impressions. Brianna's like, Aiden, come to bed. I haven't seen you in 3 days. And I'm like, I cannot do that. All right. I am focused. I am focused on my goal. All right. You can focus on the carnal. You can focus on the carnal parts of this world all you want. All right. I mean, you want to go to hell and go to bed, eat food. We put food in your belly. I haven't put food in my belly since 1978 because God hadn't need me to put any food in my belly. All right. I haven't even worried about any of that stuff because that's a carnal.
Aiden, you heard that he say he doesn't want to debate Big Ben Mount because he didn't want to go back to kindergarten. Too
Hasn't
bad.
heard who? Sorry, who?
Wanted to debate Big Bad Mama because he doesn't want to go back to kindergarten, but
Yeah,
I
but
wish he
who?
would. He could learn some stuff. Okay.
Well, I mean, I don't know who that is, but I'm sure
Achilles.
that. Yeah, I don't know who that is, but I'm sure that either way, Big Bad Mama wouldn't have any problems. And people who typically say things like that are just kind of trying to cover for their insecurities. I mean,
But
I'd have to know that person in order to actually assess them, but I just think that's probably a behavior that's pretty typical for them based on what you said.
he
He's
should go
really
back to
running. He's
kindergarten.
really running away from base theory. That's for sure, Grayson.
We got based theory and big based mama.
I wish I knew anything about the topic, like, and could debate it, because I wouldn't run. I'd be like,
I mean,
yeah.
Grayson is a good debater, and he knows about the topic, so he'd be perfect to debate Achilles. But
I just consider it a badge of honor when he runs away from a debate. Honestly,
yeah, exactly.
Oh, Aiden, would you like to see Achilles in a kindergarten? Can you imagine being in there
I
coloring?
was talking about base theory, by the way, not Claude or not Achilles debating base theory. I just want to make sure I clear that up because
You want to debate Grayson?
Oh, I said I would. I wouldn't run.
Oh
for
my God!
if I knew the topic.
You really should. That would be beautiful.
That would be awesome.
Just so I could get on
I'll
stream.
set it up.
What?
I'll bring all the popcorn.
We'd have to debate like on
like Flat Earth.
It'll be like Cindy Lincoln debating Aaron Roth.
That would be pretty cool, though. I mean, imagine that. Like, nobody would ever see that coming, I can't even read, and this guy's, like, never even eaten, like, candy before. I mean, the guy he's really smart. He's awesome.
Do you want Logan to set it up?
No.
I mean,
no way.
the one time that I saw base theory and Achilles actually interact with each other, it was basically nothing but base theory giving dissertations on why he thinks the things that he does, and Achilles going, yeah, well, no, all right, no is my answer. All right, I understand that you have just laid out the reasoning for what you think, but the 5-minute timer is over, so I need to cut you off in the middle of your statement and say no.
And that happened 2 days in a row that base theory went on there, and they just cut him off without even telling him.
That's right. They did it twice.
It happened twice in a row. Yeah.
What? Oh my gosh, they must not realize who he is, like that he's
No,
like
they
a big
do.
deal.
They do. They treat him like a leper. And that's what I've said about how they treat unbelievers the entire time. They treat them like lepers, or these things that need to be like reined in, like they're wild animals.
And that guy is super respectful and very nice and well spoken, and he brings people to your channel. I mean, what the heck is wrong with him? To kick him out. When I heard that he just kicked him in the middle of talking, I was just like, whoa, he's rogue.
I mean, Atheist Jr. uploaded the video of when he went on their show, and that got over 1,000 views. I didn't find out until like 2 weeks later. But he uploaded that time that he was on with me and when we were talking with the whole crew over there, and it made them look horrible. The fact that the end of that video is them kicking AJ for like no reason whatsoever.
Right.
Like he made a daddy joke and they kick him out of the room. It made him look horrible.
Hey, listen, quiet for a second.
What?
Claude is snoring.
I
Claude, are
know
you
he
there?
keeps doing that.
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I think I have a bit of a cold, so that my
Oh, I'm
nose is
sorry.
stuffed up.
Claude.
But it could have been
I
a
thought you
snore too.
actually fell asleep on stream.
I
You
like
know,
Steve Claude.
Mark Reed's show last night, he was AJ and Mark were going after Hovind, and Proverbs came into the chat and
I seen
invited
that.
Mark onto his show because he's going to start having atheist shows again on his
No,
channel.
No, he's not
but
though.
what
I
he
know, but that's what he
said was,
said. That's what he
man, I
said.
forgot all about that. That took some balls right there because I was just like, "Oh my goodness, I can't believe he said I love you and
Right.
I hope you're doing okay." And I'm like, I know he meant that from the bottom of his heart. That was very sincere. I mean, I really thought that was pretty awesome. I'm like, "Whoa, man, I can't believe no one said anything to him," because Mark was like really going after his throat last night to where AJ seemed like the laid back, like um he was kind of like straightening things out too. I really love AJ because he's like, at least he's honest. He doesn't just go after Kent and make fun of him for dumb stuff.
Is
He's
Mark
honest about it.
dishonest?
Yeah,
No, no,
Mark's
no, no,
honest.
no. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that's what I like about AJ. But last night Mark was so mad. I
But
mean,
how
he
do you
was so
know?
like, you could
How do you know
tell.
that Proverbs was being honest from the bottom of his
Well,
heart?
because
All
let
he
me
does
go.
is
Let me go to.
he just wants Mark on his channel. I mean,
Well,
probably
see,
for
I know.
views.
I know Steven. And look, I messaged Steven the day that Mark came on and, totally forgetting that how they're treating everybody and all the atheists right now. But I said, man, Steven, I really wish you would come on because Mark's on. And because I know he's watched, at least, while I'm live in the morning at some point. So I'm like, I wish you would come on and talk to Mark with me. So I have another Christian there, that can back me up or whatever. And I
Yeah,
told
but
him I
he's
was
not
really
the
hurt.
host though.
So I know. What do you mean?
Well, that's why he didn't come on, is because he wasn't the host. He doesn't have
Oh,
control
well,
over the situation.
see, I'm hoping that Steven will start acting like a Christian because what they're doing to me and Christian is casting us out like that. Like, if what they're saying is true and you guys are the enemy and you're trying to, you got these evil sinister plans, they're just throwing us out. Like, oh well, good, hope you can swim. They're not encouraging us or trying to help us or doing anything like they're saying these words that are coming out of their mouth. Now, not Achilles, because he's not, he hasn't been around that long, but Stephen should, I don't know, I was thinking about it last night and it just really is a letdown, because it's like me and Christian meant nothing to him. We couldn't have, because he literally won't respond to our messages, and it's like, is that how little you value
I
our
mean,
input and our friendship? I mean, that is wrong. It's like, I
me and Dustin were talking about it just the other day. Um, he was talking about how, um, because him and Steven hadn't personally talked in a really long time, and the last time that they'd talked, apparently it hadn't gone very well, according to him. Um, he was basically talking about how he was surprised that Steven had that little respect for him. And I'd warned him the same way that I'd warned Christian, like, he's playing a character. I'm sorry, but it's just obviously true. He is not being genuine when it comes to his expressions of this deeply held belief of his that these are such good people and such good friends of his. That's made obvious by the fact that, like, Christian was deeply hurt and still is, to the extent that he is more than willing to accept him back into his life if only he picks up the phone and calls him. But like, they had been over to each other's houses and eaten meals with each other and broken bread and all that stuff, and all that got thrown away over stupid forgettable internet drama. Like,
yeah.
I can't even remember the specific reason for why he got kicked off that show anymore, and it's only been a few months. That's kind of the point I'm trying to make, is that really all this stupid drama, we're going to forget about the specific reasons for all the inner workings and intricacies of the drama a year from now, but the friendship is still going to be torn asunder nonetheless. Was it really worth it? I don't think so.
And see, Stephen wasn't always like this, but when you start talking about, and I know I say this all the time, but this is absolutely true, is when you start saying that you can't lose your salvation, something takes him over. I mean, he literally flips. And he has every single time that it's come up between me and him. And I'm sure if Christian thinks about it, he'll see what I'm saying. But um, Stump agrees with him on that. So he is literally taken all of these emotions and feelings that Stump is having and made him his own, so to where he's just throwing us out of the group and he thinks it's for the best. And oh, let's not share the gospel with these guys because they don't want to hear it. It's like, what person on earth has heard the gospel for the first time wants to hear it? I mean, who in the world in their mind is going, I want to hear the Bible today? you know no one. Everybody is going to hate hearing that they're a sinner. I mean, it's just the reaction you're going to get. And it's crazy to me that he's just flying the other direction with this, with all these I don't know. I just
Well, he
think that
tried quoting Matthew.
me and
Sorry, go
Dustin
ahead.
and Christian, we offer our own part to the group. And it's like it's a machine. It's supposed to be a body and we all work together. You can't do what I can do. Just like I can't do what Stump can do and I can't do what Steven can do. We all have our own little things. And you're never going to be able to choose who it is that you work with. It's just the way it is. Now, it doesn't make sense to you guys, but I'm talking about as Christians, in the goal, in the whole mission, I guess you would call it. And it's like, because of your feelings and someone said something you don't like, or uh you know it just is crazy to me. I think that especially Christian, he offers a huge deal to the group. He's
Oh, undoubtedly.
Aiden.
Yeah, man, he's super smart. I don't know what the heck I'm talking about now. I'm just rambling.
What's
Sorry.
up, Logan?
What do you think
You're
that they got
forgiven, Logan.
1,000 subs now?
Yeah, and 100,000 views, I guess, the past couple of days. He got
I
100,000.
mean, I don't know. I told you when you brought that up to me the other day that, I mean, it's an empty, even if, like I said, even if, let's just say, hypothetically, every single one of those subs is legit. They're all real. It's empty anyway, because when you look at the views on their videos, or at least what you've shown me, like, the only stuff that has any views at all is stuff that isn't their content. It's David Wilkerson and stuff like that. And that's okay. Like, there are channels that are dedicated to other people's content. I'm not saying they're not allowed to show it on YouTube. They clearly are. But it's obvious that the people that are coming to watch them or watch their show and subscribe to their show are not subscribing to watch Steven and Stump and Achilles and Dustin and everyone there. They're there to watch religious shorts that have nothing to do with the other content that they're doing live. And I told you, Missing Mod, I think it was. I was like, what are the new faces on their live shows? There's nobody new there. There's nobody new showing up. If it was actual growth, if the community had actually grown that much as far as active subscribers, you would see way more people in the YouTube chats, and you just don't. And that's fine. Like, if they have a core community of people who watch the live and then a group of people who watch the shorts, that's perfectly okay. But that's not the narrative they're trying to propagate. They're trying to say, oh, people like Stump are crashing our channel upward. Well, who's watching Stump? Realistically.
Yeah. And see, didn't Christian say that? Christian's the one that said that, and it's like, well, why don't you call him and say that? Ask him about it. Say it to his face or something. It's like, come on, guys, you guys are acting all brave, like you got the Lord behind you, and you won't even return a phone call. It's like, what do you think we're gonna do? Hurt you or something? You think we're gonna I don't know. I'm not really sure what they think.
It's just
And
a
Wasn't
weird in that
me and
mentality.
me and
wasn't
Steven
Christian's
were. Oh, go ahead.
wasn't Christian's issue with Stump, and it occurred in some backstage where they got into it, or a three-way call or something, and
Oh,
Stump didn't agree with Christian. Wasn't that the thing that?
yeah, so Christian participated in one of the streams that we were doing back when they disallowed us on their show when that first happened, and I decided that we would respond to their video on the stream
The first one we
because
did.
we couldn't
Yep.
respond to them directly. We would respond to their video on the live stream. And they
Right.
ended up taking that idea and doing it themselves. I found that pretty cute. But anyways, they Christian ended up coming on at a totally unrelated time. Like, we weren't talking about Steven or Stump or any. For as much as they want to act like they're the only thing we ever talk about, they're a side thing that we talk about as well as everything else. So it was one of the many times that we were not talking about Proverbs guys or their community or anything. And Steven or Christian came on and made a bunch of Trump jokes. We were joking around about Donald Trump and just having a fun time. And I guess Stump had watched only just enough of the stream to see that Christian was there and flew off the handle basically and got Christian to come into a show, or sorry, into a backstage where he started going, "Oh, you're a false brother. You're not a real brother. You're just trying to fellowship with all those atheists and those sinners, and I I think you're being a big baby and all that stuff." And it was just, it basically blew up in his face. He ended up leaving the call. Everybody in that room agreed that Stump was not acting rationally in that situation. And then that narrative totally flipped when Stump actually came back into the community and started interacting with everybody again, because Stump is the number 2 around there. That's what Dustin said. He was like, "Steven said you're my number 2 in this community." I was like, numerous people in that community have held that position. Christian Pike used to be, Steven's number 2. Father Chuck used to be Christian's number 2. DB Copper used to be Steven's number 2. Like, all these people used to be Steven's number 2, his right-hand man, and now they're not. It's not really something you have to dig too deeply into and find out that this deeply held relationship he says he has with you is just crap. He butters you up. He said to me back when he thought that we were friends, "Aiden, do you ever get tired of being right as often as you are?" I'll never forget that. I've got that message still of him saying that. And I knew at the time that he didn't actually mean that. Like, that's not, and that's why I didn't take it as a compliment, because compliments are only actually compliments, in my opinion, if they're genuine. The same thing for insults. That's why we don't immediately get offended if one of us jokingly insults the other one, because we know it wasn't actually meant. Same thing goes for compliments. If I'm told, if Brett Keane says, "Oh, Aiden, you're a really good guy in the situation. You really know how to articulate one of those arguments in the situation," I would take that as basically a neutral statement, because I know it's not actually meant in any way, shape, or form.
Man, it's so funny because it's kind of like this. Wait, but that not don't let me get off the topic. That whole situation with Christian, Stump was so wrong about that. He seen it totally different, because that night when Christian came onto that stream, I just said something to Christian about this the other night. If that's what he's mad about, Christian came in there, and it doesn't even matter if he came in and people were talking about him, Stump, and he laughed. It doesn't matter, because when he came in, he literally came in to disrupt. He was disrupting the whole time. Remember, he kept saying, making Trump jokes to you, and you kept being distracted, so you couldn't play the video. And I'm like, I think that my theory on it anyway was it was the Holy Spirit. It had nothing to do with Stump or Christian. It had to do with, we don't want this, we don't want this discord in the group, right? So Christian came in there and was literally being disruptive. And then I said something to him, and I asked him, I said, "Hey, did you see the original video?" And he literally made me feel stupid, because he was like, he said, "I don't even know what you're talking about." And I'm just like, I felt like an idiot, because I'm like, oh crap, I thought he was here, to like, to have their back, and to ridicule me, So I'm like, he was just literally there and didn't want to be involved in the fight. He was trying to disrupt and stop what was happening,
Well, I mean,
with all us going over the Stump video,
that whole
which
Stump
is what they were fuming about.
that whole
Sorry.
Stump thing, like, everybody thinking that Stump was in the wrong in that room when it happened versus everyone's narrative shifting on that after the fact. It's not the first time that's happened. And that exact same interaction, Lupin was the only major person in that group that wasn't there. And Steven specifically said, "Christian is my witness," I don't really like Lupin. I don't think there's anything all that likable about Lupin. I think the only reason that we have Lupin around is because the Holy Spirit brought him to us, and everybody else in the room agreed that they didn't like Lupin. But all of a sudden, that changed. Shifts on a dime.
Yeah,
Doesn't actually matter.
it's so weird.
Would you like
It's
to
so
debate
weird to me
Luther?
that him and Dustin don't get along.
I'd like to debate. Would I like to
See, that's
debate
why I'm like,
Lupin? I debate Lupin how he shifts on every single thing that he says, so I would have to debate a constantly shift. It'd be like debating a sand dune. It's shifting around every 2 seconds and reforming to the point where it's not even recognizable by the very end of the interaction. Like, I don't really know if I'd be able to debate him.
What do you think of this video I put up there? Ken Hova as a rock and roll star.
And Hovind as a rock and roll star. I think that would have been a better life for him. I think that would have been a better life for Kent. I think that if Kent just was like a hard, like Alice Cooper level rock star, that would have been absolutely fantastic.
he would have been miserable. He wants to do what he's doing right now.
Well, I don't think he should, dang it. I think that he should be. I think it should be like North Korea. I think he should be given a job, and I think he should have to do that job, all right?
Oh,
Kind of like how we're in God's North Korea, you know, he's got a job for all of us to do, and we've just got to do it. We don't have a choice.
Oh, now you done exposed Big Bad Mama. You said something about North Korea, and he took off.
Oh,
He's like,
hey, Big Bad Mama, did the Kim family get a hold of you all of a sudden? They say that you had to go, maybe? I don't know.
That's it. Shut the stream
He's
down.
gonna his profile is gonna reappear, but rather than him, it's gonna be that North Korean woman that does the news. She's gonna be the one that's back on there, and she's gonna be like, "Unfortunately, Big Bad Mama has suffered 3 simultaneous brain hemorrhages and will not be able to continue on the stream. Thank you very much for tuning in, and God bless the Kim family." And then it ends.
Video P-Town say he just wants to party with Aaron Ross.
Yeah. You should ask if he partied hard at DAL.
Yeah.
Logan, you got to put yourself up on the big screen again, so it looks like you're holding us hostage.
Okay.
It literally looks like he's standing over us with a gun, you know.
Nobody move now.
Oh wait, you can't do it on your phone. That's right. Because there's different settings to where you can see the screen and stuff in the back. I'll have to I'll have to do it on my phone because I don't even know what it's like on your phone. But who are you saying hi to? Oh, okay. Never mind.
Hi.
Yeah, Logan. What's going on,
Hi.
buddy?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Aiden.
Didn't you know this may be your show, but I need you to stop being so disruptive, okay?
Oh,
you need to
sorry.
stop being such a disruptive force on your own show.
Okay. Well, you know, what do you think that Christian has his, he does his teaching? He says, Saturday you're gonna have another teaching.
I like Christian's teachings a whole lot because I'm actually able to participate. Christian isn't arrogant enough to say, well, yeah, I mean, like, you can be part of my teaching, but you got to be quiet and you can't say anything, and you just got to listen to the show, and you're not able to participate in any way, shape, or form. He's actually a human being. And when he does his teachings, you're actually able to talk with him and interact with him after the show like a human being. Like, you can talk with him, and he'll actually respond to what you're saying. And you'll actually be corrected on some things and misconceptions that you had in your mind, and you can actually get those corrected, theologically speaking. It's crazy how we're able to do that, and you know, it actually goes perfectly fine, and there's no drama whatsoever. It's crazy.
Yeah, brother, Pac.
See, you know who else? You know who else was perfect for this type of thing? Like Christian does. You know, where he does his teaching and people listen to him because he makes tons of sense and you know, respect him and he takes his stuff seriously. Is Mark? It's so funny how like people will leave and the person that comes in is just like them. You know, like
Yeah.
just like David in who's the one guy that I made that video about a long time ago.
Goliath. Yeah.
No, but remember I made that video about him, Danny Beth.
Yeah.
When he left, David came. Now David left, so I don't know who's coming in for his. I don't know who's
Oh,
going
is
to be his
David
place.
gone now? Is he just not part of the community anymore?
I
I
had.
haven't seen him.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Would you like to have him on here? You could debate him.
Yeah, I would talk about how I want to see his jaw wired shut.
That was
I
great.
really want to be a fly on the wall when I see that he can get his jaw wired shut.
That
What
was
he
great.
said.
After he talked about the other time he went crazy on there.
Like that? Is that what he did?
Yeah, he said the F word to you.
He did, right. Oh my god, he did. Yeah, yeah. I
We
think
all
he
know he
totally
hates the F
forgets the time that he was having an emotional breakdown and just totally lost it on me. I think that's kind of left his mind.
word.
I'm not even
He
going to
has
get into
great
detail
taste.
about it because it's not all that necessary, and I don't want to disparage him because even though David has said that he wants to see my jaw wired shut, I in fact don't want that to happen to him because I'm a mature human being that has the maturity to realize that that's not what I want to have happen to people that disagree with me on the internet.
Oh, okay.
We'll just put that in the arsenal for later.
Yeah, yeah. I'll
Yeah.
save the jaw wired shut comment for when Missing Maud starts her little antics again.
Okay.
Missing
Aiden, look,
Maud's gonna drop a video that's as brutal to me as it was against Steven. She's gonna make just a whole. I'm gonna have to leave the platform. She's just
Okay.
gonna
No.
destroy me in one of these videos.
No, I would
What about
never
you,
do that.
Todd? What do you think?
Think about what?
That guy said he wanted to see Aiden's jaw wired shut.
Yeah, I missed all that, so I never
Yeah, I don't
saw
think
those
Claude was a
shows.
part of the community at that point.
No, no, I was still,
Yeah, I think he was, but yeah, but he wasn't on the show when that happened. I think.
He was just a little baby balls.
Yeah.
Wait, wait, what? Wait, actually, I don't really hate that idea. I bet you
What?
Christian would like to see
Baby
it shut,
balls.
wired shut too.
No, that's
I'm
just
kidding.
what about Claude?
Hey,
Okay.
seriously though, Aiden, I literally bought a soundboard because I wanted to get that sound bite of off SpongeBob where it's like 4 years later, so like I could play it and mess with you, but
You can
Oh
find
my
that in one of
god,
those
you really should.
apps. There's an app where you can edit videos. They have a thing like that in there.
I just
A
want to do it so whenever I
SpongeBob.
tell jokes, I have someone laughing.
Yeah, you have like the 90s laugh track.
Yeah, that would be funny.
What's the deal with airline food, guys? Most of those laugh tracks were recorded in like the 40s and 50s, so it's a bunch of dead people laughing.
Yeah.
Hey, you
That's a
remember when
good thing to know
Aiden?
the next time you watch The Cosby Show or something like that. Oh, ha ha ha, those people died 30 years ago. Hee hee.
What about on The Big Bang Theory?
I imagine that almost all the laugh tracks used in shows come from the same audio library that was recorded back in the 40s and 50s.
Oh,
That's why a
wow.
lot of the laugh tracks you hear across shows use the exact same audio cues.
Oh. Was Claude there? He's the new king of France.
He was actually, as a matter of fact. Your next short should be Claude being the king of France, Logan. That should be your next
Yeah.
short.
What do you think, Claude?
Yes, I think so.
You can
I
call
want to
him
be the
King
king of the
Balls.
world, though, not just France.
King Balls.
King Balls of DAL.
Guy had a thing like where Skylar at, have it where you're looking for him. Another one where uh I have you as a baby and Aiden as a baby dancing.
There ain't nothing better than that witch of Aiden. Wait, where'd Aiden go? He leave
He's
us.
right there.
He I don't see his picture. See, I can't tell because you got it set up weird. Um,
He's
it's
back.
not like, yay.
Try and click on it.
He got scared for a minute, but then he was like, "Oh, they're not bringing that up."
I
Oh,
just want to
hello.
bring up. I want to see Missing Mott's jaw wired shut
At
at
SummerSlam.
SummerSlam.
Sorry, I'm already stealing the
Uh,
jokes.
Aidan, what did you think of the when Dustin calls Achilles an intellectual powerhouse?
I already knew what you were about to say. Um, yeah, it's like what I said in the comments.
Yes.
If Achilles is an intellectual powerhouse, I'll gladly call myself a drooling idiot. It's true because if that's what constitutes an intellectual power, I know that he's not as knowledgeable about the things that he claims he is because when I got into detail about things with him, like astronomy, it was
Yeah.
like he tried claiming that the holes that the Levy Shoemaker comet left were still there, or that scientists still tried to claim that they're there. That's not true. I went and verified that that's not true. There's not a single contemporary scientist that says that those are still there. It took a few months for them to clear up. He talked about how Voyager was powered by solar energy, which would make no sense whatsoever, just conceptually, for a probe that's meant to go to the edge of our solar system. Like, he just did not actually know the things that he claimed to have known. And if he was just a layperson, that'd be fine. I wouldn't be getting on his case for it. But he doesn't claim to be a layperson. He claims to be an extremely educated person that knows all of these things. So, of course, I'm going to hold him to an extremely high standard. And he just doesn't meet it.
Yes, he always runs from giving evidence or when he's questioned or for a source. Oh, he
Well,
can't find it right now,
he talks about science and using the scientific approach to things. And when I talked astronomy with him, the only things he was pulling up were like pop culture articles from like New York Times and stuff. And like Science Daily. It's like, do you think this is what scientists are using to consult their research? They're pulling up Science Daily in order to find out their latest scientific views? Like, give me a break.
You know,
I find it infinitely frustrating. And I find it infinitely frustrating because I have taken the time to study the scripture and to study the Bible enough that when I argue about the scripture of the Bible or when I debate theology, I debate it from the perspective of theology. I don't have to sit there and make up a bunch of straw men about theology and make up a bunch of stuff about the Bible in order for my arguments to be substantiated. But they're the
I don't
people that
have to
need to
sit
make
there
up a
and make
bunch of
up a bunch
stuff.
of
Oh,
straw.
well, you just believe in a religion. You just believe in a whole bunch of. You have to have faith to believe in what you do. It's just a bunch of hooey.
Yeah. But yeah, you debating religion, you've been doing that since way back, right?
I mean, I've done it for a
Technically.
little bit now. I've certainly been around the block once or twice as far as these sorts of debates or discussions are concerned.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, that's what you were doing at that Catholic school.
Yeah,
I'm sure
yeah. I
everybody
guess I
wasn't
guess
totally agreeing with you.
my first debate was in 2012 then when I was in religion class and the one kid was saying, "Oh, well, now we know the Greek gods aren't real and there's only one god." And I just shot back, "How do you know?"
Mhm.
Like, see, and I think that question is still just as valid today. You don't know. How the heck can you know? If you know, then you don't have faith because faith requires a super basically subverting that need for actual knowledge and actual evidence. So I find it incredibly funny that I've heard a lot of Christians over my life say that they know with absolute certainty that God is real and exists. And I'll say the exact same thing
Well,
to
I
them.
know.
You can't know that for sure. But you can
Yeah.
though, Missing Mod.
I know, but I can't prove that. That's the
You
thing, is that it's an individual thing, you know? It's literally an individual thing, so there's no way to prove it. So yeah, you could technically say that I don't know, but I'll tell you different, but
Well,
I can't prove
even
that to
then,
you.
though, I would say then if you do know, then you don't have faith.
Well, Aiden, can I ask
That's
you a
the
question?
thing, is I have faith. That's how I know, because I have faith.
But
right?
no,
Like if
because
you have faith,
to have
you
faith
feel
is to supplant the necessity of knowledge. It's to say
yeah,
I
I guess
don't
you're right.
need to know this.
Okay, I guess you're kind of right, but I feel like see, because faith can be in all different areas. It doesn't have to just be the existence of God. It can be in His power, in His watching over you, His answering your prayers, His, Him listening. Is He listening? All that.
Well,
Um,
those are all facets of faith that ultimately lead back to the fundamental question of is God real? Does God exist? Like
because that's
all of
why I
those
have
other
strong
things,
faith.
to have faith that God answers your prayers, you first have to have the presupposition that God exists and is
He's got to answer
real.
your prayers. You know,
What's that?
supernatural. Like I told you the first time I ever talked to you. If you ask Him to reveal Himself to you, He will, and you'll know too.
Yeah,
Aiden.
but I've already asked those, so that's not true.
Well, Aiden, I
Well,
have a question. Uh,
it
I
hasn't come
asked,
yet.
I asked TTOR and Michael Jones to come on my show, but come on.
Oh man, I would love to chat with TTOR. TTOR is one of those guys that he just 100% focuses on bashing atheists, and I've never heard him actually go into depth about the scripture or talk about the Bible or talk about his personal beliefs. It's not about him and what he believes. It's about tearing other people down and making other people look stupid.
Yeah, he said he exposed himself to both sides of the argument.
Yeah, but he doesn't though, because you never get to hear the Christian side of the argument from him. You just get to hear straw men about the atheist side.
Who-
Well, did somebody
Would
call
you
the cops when he exposed himself? Jeez.
Yeah, I would
uh,
certainly hope so. I would certainly hope so.
would you like to talk to Michael Jones? He's an expert in church history and stuff.
I
He
want
talked.
to.
Yeah, I mean, uh, church history is a really fascinating topic, and I think that a lot of Christians, that other group included, are people that just they know about the time of Jesus and they know about today, and there's just a 2,000-year-old gulf in between those things that they know next to nothing about as far as church history. And I would think it would be the service of it would be in the service of Christians to study church history and to know all of the intricacies of how their faith has evolved and changed over the centuries, because indeed it has. It's not been this static, unchanging thing over time. It's made profound leaps and bounds as far as how it's handled a myriad of different issues.
Hey,
But I
you
think
might.
that's honestly the reason why they don't do it, is because I think if they did, they would find that their current system of beliefs is not compatible with that.
What about?
You might know this. Listen, I
Yeah.
was listening to this guy the other night. I can't remember who it was, and he was talking about the Jews and how in history all the people that have turned against the Jews, something bad's happened to them and they don't exist anymore. Like I don't know exactly what words he was using. I wish I did because I wanted to ask you because I figured you would know. Like really bad thing. Like let me think of an example.
Well,
Like
yeah, like
say
the Roman Empire doesn't exist anymore, and they caused the Jewish diaspora. The Babylonians don't exist anymore. Like, yeah, that's true. I would say that that's more evidence of just how enduring Judaism is, both as a religion and as a culture. Like,
yeah, well,
it's. I feel
I think
like I genuinely feel like it could be 10,000 years from now, and there's still going to be Jews out there that are practicing their religion because it's an incredibly enduring faith and an incredibly enduring culture.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
and think about it. Like I was saying, I don't know if you heard me earlier, but I was saying that America is blessed because we protect Israel. So the opposite happens to people that back them. And I mean, that you can't explain that with science, right? Like, how can you explain that? Because it's not like the Jews are literally taking they didn't take the Roman Empire down, did they? I mean, I don't know. I don't
I
think
No,
think
they
so.
didn't.
Aiden did.
It was an unrelated thing. Yeah, we could definitely get into that more, but I've had lunch sitting here cooling down
Oh,
for a little bit here,
sorry.
so I'm gonna eat my lunch.
Ooh, I'm
Uh,
sorry.
No, that's okay. I'm just gonna eat it before I have to reheat it again. So I'll talk with you guys later.
Okay.
Why, Aiden?
Bye, Aiden.
Bye bye.
Uh,
All right, let's talk
Pod.
crap about him. Oh, he already left.
Pod.
Yes.
Uh, what would you as TTOR?
Well, I like TTR because he sees the truth about Hovind, so I think he's a good man.
Would you like to talk to him about Hovind?
Yes.
He interviewed. Nah, yeah, I think he talked to Cindy and Mary Tokol too.
Yes, I think so.
You must
Yeah.
hate
Yeah.
my videos, huh, Claude?
Sorry?
I said you must hate my videos, huh?
No, because we can discuss these things, so it's fine.
Oh.
Oh,
You
that's
know what I like about you, Claude? You're a great listener. That's why I'm like shocked you don't have a girlfriend because you just sit there and you're quiet and you don't interrupt and you don't get frustrated. You just listen. That's awesome.
Yes, I sometimes I get when I'm discussing with Lupin or Dustin, I have got a bit excited sometimes.
oh
Or
no.
Achilles really winds me up, but I do my best to control myself.
Yeah. I just think it's really tempting to go at somebody that's so sensitive, so I get that. But yeah, we've all had those times. It's weird that they're not more understanding of that, your frustration and stuff. And then when you go into a room where everybody is the opposite of you, it's really freaking intimidating. And it makes when you rewatch it, you realize like, oh man, I was kind of acting like a cornered animal, at least in my case.
Yeah.
But
All I know is every time I'm on with Owen, it'll never happen again because they won't have me on. But he changes the topic. So if I'm discussing, for example, Jones, um, then Kent and what he does to kids, Kent will say, "Ah, have you ever slept with a woman you're not married to?" Now that is one of his tactics. He just throws in something that's stupid. So but I know I will never be able to discuss with him again. I do challenge him to a debate on his tax crimes. I'm quite good at that, but but it won't happen.
Aiden and
Um, but it wasn't I don't understand that. You guys always say tax crimes, but it was structuring.
Yeah, well,
I
that's
guess
a
it is kind
tax
of a tax
crime.
issue.
Yes,
Yeah, I guess so.
it's
Okay.
avoiding tax. Yeah,
oh,
I will do a show on it one day and explain it. Yeah.
oh,
I
well,
agree. I agree with you guys on that. I'm sorry, Logan. One
oh,
more
go
thing.
ahead.
But I agree with you guys on that. But the only thing that I have to point out is that there was no formal complaint. So the
No, that
government started the investigation on Kent, and that isn't legal, right? So even if Kent he could be as guilty as sin. He spent 9 years in prison, and there wasn't a formal complaint. I mean,
that
that
doesn't
is,
stack up. That doesn't stack up, and the reason why is that if somebody is murdered and they don't have a family member, there's no formal complaint, but the government, in other words the police, can still investigate, prosecute that person. So the formal complaint is a subject brought up by, what do they call them, the people, they don't believe in any law. What do you call those people? It's not.
yeah, I know what you're a sovereign citizen. No, but
Yes,
this,
yeah, it's a sovereign, and it's a nonsense. It's a legal nonsense. And
yeah.
this comes from people like Kent's legal advisors. Well, we know how useless they are. They're not real lawyers.
Well, see, that's the thing is like, well, I don't know exactly what your example was. When you were saying like, is it a dead person and they have no family members or what? What do
Yes.
you
So
mean?
where's
Because,
the formal complaint that someone has done
but how
anything
did
wrong?
how'd the cops find them?
Yeah. Well, so the government agents, the IRS, is
Hmm.
entitled to make a complaint. That's what they do it for. And if that is the it's an argument, a technical argument that's not going to ever succeed. So he
Well,
just,
I'm just
yeah,
saying,
and in my opinion, if he had showed some humble pie, he wouldn't have got the 9 years in jail. He might have got one, but he did everything to. And
Big
then
bad
he
mama.
threw his own wife under the bus.
what's funny
Yeah.
is that he He spent 9 years in prison, I think, because he tried to represent himself, which is a big mistake, right? Like, just
Yeah.
don't do that. And he had a woman judge. You know, and there are woman judges. I'm not saying that they shouldn't be judges and stuff because that's not war and all that, but you know, they're
Mm.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know exactly what's going on there, but I know a little bit.
Do you think Big Bad
And
Mama
I
could
do
be a
know a little
judge?
bit about that.
Big Bad Mama,
Um,
could you be a
Hi.
judge?
he could be if he wanted to.
Well, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
hear you.
Yes.
So, if the IRS does an audit of you, who's doing a formal complaint? And the IRS finds gross, the tax law's been broken multiple times. Who's doing a formal complaint?
Well, see, I don't know exactly. I don't think it was an audit. It was something else. There was
Well,
something else going on there, like with the bank and stuff. And see, I'm not saying anything. I think Kent got bad advice. It's just it is what it is. I hate to say that, but at the same time, you have to follow the legal system, right? And if they didn't do it the proper way, just like with O.J. Simpson, wasn't there like some thing in there that got him off the hook because some one
Yes,
of
he
the
was a
cops like
celebrity.
said the N word or something. I mean, I don't even remember what it was, but
well, one of the
you know,
cops, yeah, one of the cops was using racist terms. One of the cops that investigated him.
so it looked
But
biased,
a
right?
jury got him off. It wasn't he wasn't like let off by the court or anything. I mean, the
No.
jury said he was not guilty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Okay. Well.
and admitted that he was, I think, after he was found innocent. I think is that true?
What's that, Logan?
Did he admit to the crime? Admit to the crime?
Well, then he wrote a
No.
book saying "If I Did It," and it was
Yes.
kind of like almost admitting that he did it. But then he ended up in jail for I think over 10 years because he was part of a group that held people at gunpoint trying to get his memorabilia back in Las Vegas.
Yeah,
So he
I
ended
read
up
about
in
that.
a Nevada jail for years and years.
Yeah, see, that's just like Casey Anthony. He could come out, and Anthony could come out, and they could literally say the truth that they did it, and nothing could be done about it because you can't charge one person with the same crime twice. It's called double jeopardy. It's not
Right,
legal, you know. And it's like,
right.
ooh, that
Oh,
sucks
oh,
because that would make you pretty furious if it was me and Casey Anthony got off. I think she did anyway, but
right. I think so too. But OJ did. It was found responsible in the civil case,
Yes.
just not in the criminal case. So, but the civil case was just a monetary damages, as I remember.
yeah, I was gonna
And
say I don't think that would get him
it's
locked up though.
yeah, it's
Sorry, go
designed
ahead.
on the balance of probabilities, the civil case, and so
Right.
it's easier to get across the line. All it takes is one or two jurors and the other, and I think they had a very slick defense team, and trying to put the glove on, oh, it doesn't fit, it doesn't fit. Well, that just, you know, oh,
The
oh, they can't
prosecutor
get
and the
the job.
judge made
Yeah,
several mistakes.
yeah, the prosecutor was terrible. If you there is a book written by who's that famous? He did the Manson murders. Vincent Bug.
Bugliosi.
Yes, and he goes through all that case. It's very interesting. But yeah, so
Yeah, that's like Casey Anthony, I was just talking about that this morning. Before they ever even found the remains of the girl, they had already arrested her and charged her with first degree murder, premeditated murder, and they hadn't even found the body yet. So when they finally did find the body, there it was so there was nothing left that they could test or do anything with. All they could do was assume and go with what evidence they did have, and they could never pin her with first degree murder, so she just got off. I actually know a guy right now that's kind of not that he killed his baby or anything, that nothing like that, but um they charged him with the wrong thing, and it's like, man, it's going to take a while for you to get to court and go through the whole thing, but you're going to, you're not going to get convicted because they can't pin first degree murder on a girl they hadn't even found the body yet. It was just they jumped the gun. Sometimes
Well,
they do that, you know.
you can charge somebody with first degree murder without a body.
Yeah, but I'm saying, what? How are you going to prove that? How can you prove it was first degree murder? You don't even have a murdered body. It's just a missing person at that point, right? So like they really believe that they had a case, and that's what happened. They ended up shooting for the stars, and they couldn't prove it, you know. And a jury is they're specifically told how to make their decision, and it's very serious. Like you can't mess around when it comes to a jury. They're not even allowed on their phones and stuff, you know, in big
Oh
cases.
yeah.
They're not allowed
Have
to
you
read
been
the
on a jury
newspaper.
before?
No, I haven't, but I've been in a lot of you know, like I like to sit in on trials and stuff. And I see I can't be on a jury because I've been in a murder trial before, not myself convicted, but I've been a witness in a murder trial, so I can't be
Was
on
it
a jury, which sucks because I would love that.
I was
wa-
on a jury one time.
Oh, really? For
wa-
what? What happened?
Um, so it's not the most exciting case, but so there was an old man arriving at the airport, and his roommate, an older woman, was going to pick him up. And so she pulled up into a no parking zone, and the airport police pulled up alongside of her. And she wouldn't look over at them. She was just staring straight ahead, gripping the wheel. And so they pulled her over, and she failed the drunk, the drunk tests and everything. And she failed the breathalyzer. And her roommate, the guy she was supposed to pick up, testified that she was addicted to mouthwash,
Oh man,
and she had Listerine. Do you know Listerine strips?
yeah.
She had like just oodles of Listerine strips in her car and at home, I guess. So yeah, her roommate was supposed to be a character witness on her behalf, but he just totally threw her under. Well, he told the truth basically, but Um, so they did another breathalyzer at the actual police station, and she was 2 times the legal limit. So we got
Wow.
to the jury room, and it was 11-1 in favor of. It took us like 40 minutes, and it was 11-1 in favor of conviction. And the one guy just said, "I hate cops. I don't trust them." And
Hmm.
so we had to kind of break down the evidence for him again. And then he finally relented. And, about an hour after we went in there, she was found guilty.
Wow.
Big Bad Mama?
Man,
The
I'm surprised
Listerine
that he
was
did.
the interesting part.
What do you think
I'm
of?
surprised that he didn't get kicked out because you know if you say stuff like that, they usually send you home. You know, because you can't have like a bias already. You know, so they
It
must not have
didn't
heard
come
him
out in the
offended.
screening. Yeah, didn't
Oh,
come out in the screening.
Oh,
oh.
Logan,
Big Bad
what?
Mama. I have to question. What do you think of Mike Winger?
Winger, the heavy metal group?
No, he's a Christian preacher on YouTube.
I've never heard of him.
Well, he did a response to Aaron Raw once.
His name's Winger?
Yeah, Mike Winger.
That let's
No,
go get him.
never heard him. Never
And
heard of him.
oh, have you ever heard of David Wood?
That name rings a bell.
His wife is named Holly.
Hollywood?
Yeah, okay.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah,
And there was what kind of wood doesn't float?
Natalie.
Natalie. Mm. Uh,
yeah.
That's like Dumb and Dumber where it's Floyd Christmas and Mary whatever. So her name would be Merry
Swanson.
Christmas.
Uh, Big Bad Mama. Uh, yeah.
Yeah,
Did you? Yeah. Well, what are you guys talking about tomorrow? You and Dustin?
we're going to talk about the Mid-Atlantic Ridge,
I thought he
Wow.
which
was going
is
with Mark.
the which is a ridge line that goes down the length of the Atlantic Ocean, and it's where the continents are, or where the plates are spreading apart.
Wow. Uh,
So that's what I got a couple figures to show.
uh,
Man, you guys must have the most boring I don't mean boring in a mean way, but man, you know how much fun it is to sit and watch a Mothman documentary? I love it so much. It's so exciting. Right, Logan? I know you like ghost stuff and
Yeah,
scary movies and all that. It's
yeah,
fun, right? Like to think
yeah.
about that stuff. You guys just don't even have that in your life. Like, come on.
I think
You guys are
What do
missing
you
out.
mean we don't have that in our lives?
Well, you don't have the excitement of thinking
ghosts.
something might be out there, something that you
I
can't
don't.
explain. And
I mean, I watch horror movies.
well, yeah, there's lots of murderers out there. We don't need to we don't need to have a debate about that. Unless you're
What
talking
about
about like Freddy Krueger or something.
ghosts?
Yeah, I don't believe in ghosts or Freddy
I
Krueger.
imagine
Oh, why
imagine
couldn't
imagine your woman being like, "Oh my gosh, help!" And you're just like, "It's not real. Get over it." You got to be sensitive to that stuff.
uh, Big Bad
Well,
Mom?
when that happens, I'll adjust accordingly.
You'll
Oh,
push her
my
away.
name
Get out of here.
today is Gangster Ghost.
I'm just messing around, Big Bad Mama. Oh, Youngster Ghost. Yeah, we're a
Gangster Ghost.
Christian.
Kind
Oh,
of Youngster Ghost or Wankster Ghost.
Yeah.
you know what I think about is that movie with Leslie Nielsen, where he's talking to that nurse and he's talking about how him and his uncle were like yanking it in the backyard or something. He thought it was a doctor's office for like a sprained shoulder, but it was the sperm bank. What
You
is
could
that?
have
Naked Gun or
Bankster
something?
Tuna
Ghost
and
too.
Naked Gun.
I love those movies.
Why is the gun naked? Why can't I have any clothes on?
I
Well, do
don't
you know
know.
that series started as a
Yep.
that movie series started as a TV series?
Police Squad.
Yes,
Oh
Police
yeah.
Squad, which was hilarious. So if you can get the old episodes of Police Squad, they're funny.
Yeah, I think I got them before.
You what?
I think I got them before. I'm not
Right.
sure where I put it, but I got it.
Yeah, those are hilarious.
See, that's what people that are sad should do. They should just go watch a funny movie.
Yeah.
Go
Oh,
watch
what?
Dave Chappelle do stand up or
What?
Cat Williams. Do you guys
Oh,
watch stand up at all?
yeah.
But
You
were
do?
you implying that because I was watching videos about science that somehow my life is lacking?
No, no. I was saying that you don't have the little bit of excitement that someone that believes in supernatural stuff has. I'm not saying that your life is not exciting. I'm saying like you don't know what you're missing. It's really fun. I like it. I enjoy thinking about that stuff and um you know makes me feel like a scientist
Oh
because I get to
God.
theorize.
But people like Dawkins or Krauss, they would say that the universe and the science is wonderful and exciting enough
Well,
without the other
Exactly.
things. Yes.
how many videos have been?
Mysterious,
Yeah.
wonderful. I mean, just evolution alone, just thinking about each of us being at the tip of branches that go back billions of years is
Mm.
mind blowing.
Yes.
Um, it's
Um,
it's got more mystery and more wonder in it than all the 2 pages of the Bible where the creationist
well,
story is.
see, the
We'll
deeper you
get you
dig, the
converted
less
yet,
the less
Mod.
we matter, though. So that
What
sucks, right? Like
what
we don't even matter. Like who cares about us, right? Like there isn't
we care
anyone
about we care
else.
about ourselves.
What? Yeah, but
Well,
see, now you have some weird, like not weird, but some blessing on your life where you've never had any trouble ever, or any like hell. But it's
I
nice
don't
to
know
know
about
there's
that.
well besides your girlfriends and wives. I mean, obviously, I guess they were hell, huh?
he
Yeah.
gets all the
Did you get?
ladies.
They
Did
were
you find?
nice.
Yeah, I believe that. I don't think you would even be around a not nice person. Well, yeah, you would. Never mind. Yeah, yeah, hell yeah, you would. What am I
I hang
thinking?
around you.
Yeah, there you go. Damn, I didn't even think about that. Oh,
Paul's a funny guy. You ever watch
yeah,
this show?
that's why I like him. That's why I'm like, I don't care what. You can bring me a Satanist that makes me laugh, and we're gonna be friends. Like it's
Aaron
happening.
Wall?
Uh,
He's funny.
you know what? He is too. I love his. I stole his bucket of chuckles He called Ken a bucket of chuckles, and oh man, I just was like, I love this guy.
What
He
about
is
when he had
funny.
his hair blown in the wind?
Um, I I thought it was interesting that his what Kent said about his background and how the clouds were getting darker. I wonder if he realized that. Like he must have just had the same video and he kept, it just progressed or whatever. But I thought that was kind of cool.
Oh, Big
Kent
Bad
was
Mama.
talking about. Kent was talking about. Sorry, Logan.
Oh, that's right, guy.
Um, Kent was talking about Aaron last night, and I think it's going to make a good clip. But meanwhile, he's showing these Aaron video uh, thumbnails and titles in the background. And the ones that he showed, instead of saying Kent, they said replace the, and I'll leave this to your imagination, replace the E with a U.
Oh, whoa.
And I couldn't believe Kent was showing that on his, he didn't even notice it probably, but
Uh,
Oh, yeah.
yes, because there's one where who's the British younger woman that he Kent doesn't like?
Emma Phone.
Emma,
Emma, yeah.
Yeah.
And so Emma uses the F word, and Kent, oh dear, I should have edited that out. It's really quite funny how
right.
they get all upset about profanity, but if somebody is attacking someone else or being mean and nasty and horrible, that's all right. But as soon as there's a swear word involved, oh my God, the world is ended. It's so
Oh,
funny like
Well, they're called curse words. Um,
that.
I'm not saying that all Christians understand that, but I think it's just something about just like when you hear God's name in vain, with a cuss word behind it. I cuss myself. I don't cuss a lot, but I'm not afraid of a cuss word, but there's
are
something
they?
about that when someone says it, it makes me feel weird. So I think Christians just don't like hearing them because they're actual curse words. That's why they call them that, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, Big Bad Mama. They're
Yeah.
talk about your they Katie did like the idea you're friends with Satanist. He said
I'm
Aaron
friends
Raw.
with a Satanist.
Yeah, Aaron Raw.
I've never met Aaron Ra in my life. I mean,
Well, he said you're two are friends. I guess he said he always sees
oh,
you in his comments.
Oh, I'm gonna
that's
share my screen because I found
that's
them
not
pictures I was telling you about.
correct. I've never seen Aaron Ra in my comments.
I mean, you're in his comments.
Oh, once in a while. That doesn't make us friends because I'm in his chat.
Just like it doesn't make us boyfriend and girlfriend because Claude talks to a lot of girls. He's a ladies' man because he talks to girls. Like, his Logan's the ultimate ladies' man. Then, um,
What were you gonna say, Miss Iman?
uh, I don't. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you. Remember how I was telling you that throne, that Baphomet statue is a throne. Well, I
Yeah,
finally found those pictures and I wanted to show you them.
the one. Do they have the two statues of the kids next to Baphomet?
Yeah. Yeah, that one. It's a chair, it's a seat or a throne. I don't know what the difference is, like why they even like why do they even call it a throne? I don't know. But anyway, let me see where did I got him at.
Was this the one that was in set up on the Oklahoma courthouse where they have the Ten Commandments also?
Yeah. See, I understand what's going on there. And it's because they don't want the 10 commandments there, so let's stick something here so they'll move them. And apparently that's what happens. The Christians are like, well, we definitely don't want these guys here, so let's leave, and then they'll leave, and that's
Yeah.
basically what they do. So I
Well,
don't know how many of those.
it's on public land, and so there's supposed to be a separation of church and state.
Yeah.
So they're saying the Satanic Temple is saying, well, if they're going to have the Ten Commandments, then it's like the government is sanctioning Christianity, and so we have the right to put and any other religion has the right to put, our statue up as well.
Yeah. And see, I understand that. Now, I understand why it's so offensive because Christians are putting it out there like, oh, we need to worry because they're moving in on us and they're taking over the government. And it's like, no, they're thinking the same thing about us and they're going in there and they're saying, let's put the most offensive thing we can in here because then they'll leave, right? And then we'll leave too. So
Yeah.
I kind of get that, like the nativity scene, when they put that baby, like, newborn Baphomet right next to Jesus. I was just like, ew, that thing is so gross. And I'm like,
That's pretty funny.
it has nothing to do with it being Baphomet. It's just, it literally is. I think it was made to, um, make you uncomfortable. Like, it's like, get out of here. We don't want your crap in here. And I get that. I understand that. So, um, I don't like them though, like you said before. Now I can't
Oh,
find the pictures. They're literally gone off of my
Big Bad Mama.
Yeah.
download.
What
It might be on my phone.
would you like to have a cage wrestling death match with Achilles?
No, he'd probably kill me.
Are you sure? You type of guy could pick him up with your one hand and fall him in
I'm
the ground.
pretty. He's quite a bit younger than I am, so I think I'd have a hard time. I'm probably bigger than he is, but
But you're only
um,
20 years
I'm not a
old.
violent person, unfortunately.
Oh,
I mean, or fortunately. So
but you're
Did
only
you say
20 years
I
old.
haven't been in a fight since like the 7th grade.
Oh, but you're only
You've
20
been in
years
a fight?
old.
Not once have I been in a fight since the 7th grade.
No,
Oh,
but you've been in a fight though. What did you get in a fight in seventh grade for?
Oh, I took some kid's baseball mitt and we were playing keep away with it, and he got mad and we got in a little bit of a fist fight and he socked me, and
Ooh.
um, he gave me a bloody nose actually. So good for him. It was my fault.
oh,
Oh my
sorry.
goodness, I love that attitude you have about
But
it,
you're
because
only 20 years
you're
old.
just being totally honest.
I was 13,
Oh, but you're only 20 years old.
and he unfortunately passed away at the
Oh,
age of 16.
I'm
Oh
sorry.
no.
He got hit by a car.
Oh,
I got hit by a car when I was 14 and almost
but
died.
but you're an
Wow.
angel.
Yeah, no. And you know what? It's kind of a nice story, like, because my dad worked downtown, so he was like halfway between where I got hit by the car and where the hospital was. So he beat the ambulance there. And it's just like first thing in the morning, the sun wasn't even up yet. And he said that he pulled up and they pulled up and they opened up the back, and he wasn't sure who was in there, but he was just hoping that it was me. He was assuming. I don't know how exactly he figured it out, but somebody called him because everybody was like freaking out. And he said that they were saying they couldn't get a pulse, so they weren't bringing the person out. And he just started saying, like, "Daddy's here, it's okay." And they
Oh,
got a pulse. Yeah,
Wow.
isn't that wonderful?
oh. Did you see heaven?
No, you know what though? It's weird because I didn't see. The only thing I seen was I was I felt like I was in one of those bassinets, like when you see the babies through the window at the hospital, and there's like a bunch of those bassinets there, and there
Hmm.
you can look at the baby, the family can. I could see my mom and dad standing outside of a window looking at me. And they were like, standing next to each other like they were looking at a baby, but it's like my mom like almost died when she had me, so I know that that couldn't have been a
Mm.
memory because she couldn't have done that at that time. So I don't know. It was just really weird, but I didn't see anything else
Did you
at all.
float above your body? I hear a lot of people
No.
say they see something on the wall and they're floating above their body and see everyone working.
No, but I have done that one time on accident. But there was no one there, so I didn't see anything, and I just laid right back down because I was scared. Um, but yeah, I did that once on accident,
You know,
actually.
Claude. Uh, he's a superhero. He breaks through metal
Where'd
with
Big
his
Bad
bare
Mama go?
hands.
Hey, Claude, have you ever had like a really crazy dream that you
Uh,
think about and remember?
uh, yes. Well, it's probably more of a nightmare. I was asking you out, and you actually said yes.
Wow. Now you're starting to sound like Big
I
Bad
knew it
Mama.
was going to be something like that.
Man,
I
I
thought
was
you,
really hoping he was going to tell me a
Mind you,
story.
I was very happy to see in the chat, Big Bad Mama, that you might have to go and see your gal, and I thought, oh, good, that's one less competition for me and Missing Maud.
Yeah, but I'm polyamorous.
Whoa.
Polyamorous.
Amorous.
Oh.
What is that?
That means I have more than one girlfriend.
Oh, I
What?
thought that was called bigamous.
No, that's
Only
if
if you're
you're
Claude,
married.
married.
Oh,
Claude,
Yeah.
you read it wrong though. It says Miguel, not my gals. It's
Ah.
Miguel.
Oh, that's very good. Maud, I look
Yeah.
at you in a new light. That is very
oh,
funny.
you get all the ladies, right, Big Bad Mama?
No.
Oh,
Logan, you're ready. You're like you got a
what?
like a fully automatic weapon of just comebacks every time, you know. They come so fast. Claude, you get all the ladies. Hey, you're supposed to do a teaching on that, aren't you, Big Bad Mama? How Claude gets all the ladies, remember?
Am I? Okay.
You don't remember us talking
All
about
of Gangster Ghost's friends get all the ladies.
Oh, thank you.
that? But remember I was saying you would have the laser pointer and you'd be like trying to
Oh,
teach us
that's
all?
right. That's right.
Oh, your views up, Claude, about
You
the
can
F
put up
word.
that I got it from um, truck driving Billy, but it's very funny. You can have
Let's play it.
it
What
contains
is
some profanity, but it's
Oh
very
wait, I
clever.
forgot. I wanted to find them pictures. See, the devil's trying to distract me. That's a joke, guys.
Can, can you put up Claude's video?
Yeah.
I'll
Wait,
send
what
it
is
to
it
you.
of? Oh, oh, what is it of?
Of Ken and someone said the funny word.
Mm,
Well, not
I guess.
exactly the funny word. It's big. It was from truck driving Billy. Gave me, he says, "Oh, look at this thing that he put up maybe a year ago." He said, "Welcome to take some clips from it and put them out." It's very
Man, did you
funny.
guys hear about this Baphomet Barbie? They
No?
literally have a Baphomet Barbie.
Oh, you should get one.
What? You or me?
I have a Baphomet T-shirt.
That's it. That's it. What am I gonna do with you? You got to stop admitting this stuff to me.
I got it for a concert for the band Ghost, Gangster Ghost. Do you know who the band Ghost is?
No?
Uh-oh. Shut the stream down.
Where's Gangster Ghost?
He's scared now because Kent. The first time I ever heard him talk to Kent asked him. He said, "Gangster Ghost, is that the Holy Ghost?" And Logan was just like, I don't know." I'm like, he knows why he calls himself Gangster Ghost, but it ain't the Holy Ghost. So now you
Where
got
is
two options.
Gangster?
Like,
Where is he?
he's right there between us.
I can't. He's not answering.
Logan, where'd you go?
Logan, are you on mute? He's out getting the ladies.
Maybe the Lord has taken him. Maybe the rapture has occurred and only 3 people left on earth: you, Big Bad Mama, and myself, and Stephanie.
Oh boy.
And who? Satan?
Stephanie.
Oh,
Yeah. Hey, the devil is a handsome dude, apparently.
anyway, that's why I got my Baphomet shirt, was for that heavy metal concert.
For her, when you saw Achilles.
I saw Ghost,
Wait,
Gangster Ghost. Do you know the band
where were
Ghost?
you? We
Oh,
we we were just looking for you, and you just come back talking like you never left.
oh,
Where the
my
heck were
niece
you?
and nephews got here.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
He talks about them all the time. I think he loves them very much,
Yeah,
don't you?
that's good.
yeah.
Oh.
Uh,
Didn't you say that one of them shared that funny dancing video of the guys in the church?
no, that was an older nephew of mine.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna show this picture really quick. This isn't the right one though, but I'm just gonna show that really quick and then we'll go to the video. Okay. Where is the good one though?
What about you, Claude?
What was the question?
Uh, yeah. What would you do if you met Kent in person, face to face? Would you
Um,
fight him in Mortal Kombat?
No, I think I would plant a kiss on both cheeks because I'm French. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Hopefully he was standing up at the time. But
But look,
yeah.
you see this girl's hand on this kid's face?
It's
It's kind of
hard to
cool though, because
see.
it kind of looks like. See, I wish I could zoom it in, but I
Oh
can't.
yeah, that's
Um,
cool.
it kind of looks like her legs on the bottom, right? But
Right,
see the
the
kid.
goat legs.
See how the kids are like that? Now imagine if she was sitting and had her arms on it like a chair, because there's a picture out there like that, but I can't find it. It's not easy to find, and I don't know what happened. Like I must not have saved it or something. But
A lot of cool
anyway,
Baphomet statues out there. Oh,
ugh,
that's like my shirt there. That's yeah.
what? Yeah,
The
that's
sign of Baphomet there. That's what's on my T-shirt.
yeah. Um, yeah. This is what isn't this what Aleister Crowley seen or something? Wait, yeah,
I'm
I
not
don't know.
sure. I'm not sure.
And see, you can tell that these guys that made this thing here, this is the one, the monument one, they didn't put actual boobs on it. So it's like somebody involved with the creating of this thing cares a little bit. There's some kind of care in there somewhere because they would just put real boobs on it. They wouldn't care what kids see or what's appropriate and what's
Big
not.
Bad Mama.
Well, it's
I don't know.
got nipples, doesn't it?
Yeah, but look, Baphomet has actual boobs.
Oh, okay, right.
Oh, Big
So
Bad
Well,
you
they
can tell
Mama.
probably
Crowley
they
has
probably
boobs too.
didn't want to do that because then it could be considered lewd, and they wouldn't be able to put it there where they put it.
That makes sense. All right. Yep, that makes sense.
Big,
That's what it is too, I bet. You're
Big
right.
Bad Mama.
Yeah, I thought somebody cared
Yeah.
about someone there, but no, probably not.
Uh, uh, Robert Sky had a new video of the mantling evolution is on. Where he
Who?
debunked, Steven. His new video against evolution is on.
Oh boy, I bet he debunked all of it
Yeah. He's gonna get his
Wait,
Nobel, get
because
his,
YouTube videos are, notorious for dismantling science.
yeah.
wait, is it a stream or a video?
Stream.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because once you start live streaming, your videos go. Don't ever start live streaming on your channel, Big Bad Mama, because it takes your video views like totally cuts them in half because people just you know don't. I don't know. I figured it was gonna happen like that. It's not so bad. Some videos are okay, but I don't get views on my normal videos like I do the streams anymore.
Right,
Am
right.
I doing now? Oh yeah, I'm looking for that video, that
My
clown
view
video.
my view counts just vary, and I don't even care what they get anymore at this point. But I'm
Hey,
just going to
you know what?
post whatever I post.
I'll
You
put
know
the
what I
cloud
noticed
video
today
in your
though?
phone.
I noticed today that your thumbnails on your shorts that have the Kent seminar
You're trusting me
screenshots on
right
them.
now. Don't be.
What?
Oh,
I
nothing.
think
Go
that
ahead.
was Logan.
Those are the ones that seem to get the most views.
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, there's some that here and there that are like, that get a lot of views, but most of the time when you see that on whatever, I don't know, they don't call it a thumbnail on there, do they? I don't know what it's called, but anyway.
Yeah, it's a thumbnail. I think some of the ones don't get views because of certain things that are in the video itself. The algorithm picks it up, and for some reason doesn't like it. Um, it has nothing to do with the title or anything. It has to do with what's being said in the video. That's
Um,
a theory I have.
oh, with the shorts?
Yes.
Well, see, the shorts are only 1 minute. So, like, and literally, when you actually sat and watched shorts before, like, made it, watched a
Yeah.
couple of them in a row? Well, it's
Yeah.
kind of like, especially on YouTube, because at least on other platforms you can make them longer, but only 1 minute. It's really quick. So it's like, well, do they care about it enough to swipe it away? Because you're going to get the view if you do it at the right time. I feel like there's a good time to do it when everybody's online, and I haven't pinned that time down yet, but it's because basically they'll be forced to watch it. right?
The
Like,
time doesn't matter because I usually do it at the same time every day, and sometimes it'll get a lot of views, and
oh,
sometimes it'll just get views from my subscribers.
oh, yeah.
But
See, I don't
sometimes
know.
it'll
That's
actually hit the algorithm or whatever, like like Claude's video part 2, that hit some algorithm where it's recommended to people,
yeah,
and I don't
Oh,
know
yeah.
what the equation for that is.
My first
yeah.
viral video, my actual first, it wasn't that viral, but it was the most views I gotten at one time. Was a clip from a news clip from. I didn't say anything in it. I just basically shared it, and it was a news clip about Israel, and they were having some kind of protest, and the thumbnail had one of the chicks on the ground, and she was like holding onto a tree. So I'm like, I don't know what people thought when they seen it, but they viewed the crap out of it. It's still going up. You know, it goes up
Oh,
slowly all the time.
Oh, okay.
Big Bad Mama. What do you think of
Yeah.
that? That's
I guess I
volume
guess it is
one,
like
where
Russian.
they're dismantling evolution. What do you think of that?
Who's dismantling evolution?
Uh, Steven and the crew.
Oh, I'm I'm scared. I think tomorrow I'll probably have to reevaluate all my beliefs about it.
Yeah, and Claude will become a young Earth creationist and
Right.
a fan of Ken Hobel and
A
Achilles,
flat earther.
a triangle Earther. I did ask Achilles, what if the Earth is triangle shaped?
He'll think you're mocking him.
No, actually, he said, "Well, come on the show and show me proof."
Why don't you do it, Logan? That'd be cool. I'll go debate and lose to base theory, and then you can go and debate Achilles.
What does heal?
It'll be a good starter debate, I guess, for you guys. Not for me though. It'll be just like the end of my whole debate career, but it'll be fun though. I just want to talk to the guy. I want to know what he thinks about the Bible. I know he doesn't believe it and all that, but the way he described his understanding of like books and
outside of that.
books and
Science
grammar and stuff.
is mathematics,
Um,
it is physics, it
Oh
is
no.
calculus, geometry, chemistry,
Aiden,
that's
can you
science.
stop interrupting?
Um,
Yeah, uh, it's just Achilles on there talking
Yeah,
so far. We
but
dismantling
anyway,
evolution.
he
I'm
was
gonna take
explaining.
off, guys.
Hey,
Wait. All right.
Claude,
Yeah, it doesn't matter anyways. Hey, I gotta
I mean,
go too.
it's
Just
2
before you
hours. I
go,
gotta
Claude,
get
Yeah,
going.
and I got an earache.
What's that,
what?
Claude?
Just before you go, Big Bad
Oh,
Mama, there's a song that Mark Reed made fun of Kent and Sandra singing, and I
I
want to
saw
try
that.
and write some words to that one. Did you hear
Okay.
that? It was a very jaunty one, but Mark was he's a bit
um,
mean to Sandra because she
hello,
actually does
Gangster.
very good. She does good harmony.
I know
It's
they were
it's
mean. They
Kent
were mean to Sandra's voice.
the Kent is the one who drags it down because how can you harmonize with someone who's singing flat? You know, it's sort of hard, it sounds a bit more awful. But it gave me another idea. Do you know that? Have you seen the Hitler meme where Hitler goes crazy about different things? Have you ever
Yes,
seen
it's
that
from the
meme? Yeah,
movie Downfall,
yeah.
which is
Is
a
there a
classic.
way we can or you can do something if we
Let me
come up
see.
with some
Let me see what
words?
the melon is.
We can
Uh,
pretend Hovind
no,
is
okay. I don't mean that one. So I
It's
mean
hard for me
the
to
one.
hear you, but I get your gist.
oh, sorry.
yeah.
Why don't we talk
Yeah.
about it and then we'll come up with something good?
Yeah, so that we can have Hovind,
Yes.
Hitler hears Hovind or
I think I could I think I could do a good job on that.
yeah.
But I'd be open
Okay,
to like what to put in there from Kent.
yeah,
And if you want
okay,
to, and if you want to do your song of the
yeah,
Kent and Sandra song, and you want me to put it on my channel, I'll do
yes,
that.
I would, yes, because it's any way to get views is it's what is the great thing is we're all working together because we're not trying
Yeah,
to make money out of this. We're doing a public service for
right.
you know.
I'm just doing this for,
Yes,
as you said, a public service, but also just because it's fun and it's nice
yeah,
to meet cool people like you all.
mm.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, we're
yeah,
all just a bunch of bullies.
yeah.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah, we're so
so
much bullies that we seem to have a lot of fun when we talk together.
Yeah. Hey, at
so
least at least we can admit it because I really hate it when everybody's like,
Big Bad Mom.
Kent deserves it. It's like, no, just admit it.
Do you like
so
the oh go ahead. The
What's that?
Conjuring movies? The Conjuring movie?
He
The
said, "Go ahead."
Conjuring, is that the one with the doll?
It had that's one of them. These two people, this guy and this lady goes around doing a fighting against ghosts, I guess.
Oh, I've seen. I think the first two.
What do you think of Claude?
I don't really watch the many movies. I get a bit lost, and you know, yes, I'm not a big movie guy, so and I like French films, of course.
You like French
Manon,
fries?
Manon of the Sauce, and things like
Oh,
that. Mm.
here's a French movie. I think it's a French movie. Where uh, it was serial killer guy going after this two ladies that turn high vultures. I think it's
Not
called.
that kind of French movie, Gangster,
Oh,
guys. No, not that kind.
Oh, but it turned out to be one of the girls was actually the villain, and the guy didn't even exist.
yeah,
Right, Logan?
yeah. Is
High
that a French one?
Voltage. That's a good movie.
Is it a French one?
Yes,
Oh, right. I
it's a
don't.
very good movie.
Oh,
I will have to try and watch that one. So,
was
Hey,
it big?
Logan, did you see Midsummer yet, or Hereditary?
Uh, sorry, no, I forgot. I've
Put
been
those on your
busy.
list. Put those on your list.
I will.
Well, he's got a list too.
Yes,
I thought I was special.
he
Oh,
likes horror movies, so
Oh,
I don't think you'd be scared by Hereditary, Missing Mod. You'd be freaked out.
I don't know if I'd be scared, but I'm just not really like. Yeah, I kind of like stuff like that now because I think that it comes from a real place, you know. So,
like
but
The
I don't seek them
Exorcist?
out. Yeah, definitely. The Exorcist was a true story. I
Yeah, it was.
actually
No,
have
it
a video of a
wasn't.
guy that. Yes, it was. Look, I was going to share this video with you a
Come
long time
on.
ago, Big Bad Mama, but it's kind of like it's the same guy is interviewing that interviewed that Colombian chick. Did you watch that yet?
Um,
No, you freaking butthead. What the heck? Come on. But
it's in the queue.
well, you don't have to. I just thought you were
I'll
interested.
watch it. It just takes me a while. You know how much stuff I have going on.
I know you watch crazies all the time. I don't know why. I don't know
You ever
why.
seen the
You don't.
movie called Crazies?
Is
No,
it
but it
like a bunch of
wasn't a
people like
George Romero movie, I think.
Yep, from the 70s. And they
Yeah.
remade it in the 2000s.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I never even saw the one from the 70s, but I do love George Romero.
He even made a movie about a vampire guy called Mark.
Yeah, Martin. Martin was really good. Martin was a great movie.
Was he starving?
That
They should make
was
a
a
movie about
creepy movie.
Claude called The Mighty Claude Balls.
Okay, Claude, I think you've got some great ideas there, and I would collaborate with you anytime.
if you see this one, I've just put up with the truck driving Billy and the F word, and it has in the screen this normal video, and with Hovind sort of reacting, but of course he's not listening to the real thing. So it's that type of thing.
Wait, we should
And
just listen
now
to
go
it.
and meet your gal and stay away from Missing Mod, please. Thank you.
It's
Okay.
Miguel.
Okay, bye-bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
I'm gonna
See
say
y'all later.
goodbye too.
See you
Yeah.
later.
Goodbye too. Okay. See you till
Wait, you're
next
leaving
one.
too?
Yes,
Oh,
I've
you're
been.
leaving too.
Yeah,
Oh, bye,
yeah,
Claude.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, actually,
Go and
I'm
look at
leaving
my
too. So
latest clip. Do look at the latest one. You might get a laugh. Bye
that's
bye.
this one, right?
Bye.
Bye.
All
Have a
right.
good and
Bye.
safe day.
Thank you. Oh no, an edgy day, please.
Oh,
Thank you.
okay.
Okay. Well, do you want to watch this? It's only 2 minutes and 29 seconds. I want to watch it so I can disprove it if possible.
Okay.
Do you see the thumbnail here for the video? Wait. Oh, yeah. Do you see that? Of
Yeah.
course, it's stuck on the Baphomet picture there, which is fine. Um, Obviously, that creature was created that way. Oh, I gotta unmute it here.
Perhaps one of the most interesting words in the English language today is the word fuck. Out of all of the English words that begin with the letter F, fuck is the only word that is referred to as the F
Is
word.
that for real?
It's the one magical word.
I don't know.
Just by its sound can describe pain, pleasure,
That's not
hate,
real.
and
We
love.
gotta stop it though, so we don't have to hear it anymore. We need to take it off of there too. What in the world are we doing? Claude, you are such a demon.
He got it from Billy, truck driver Billy.
What? Billy? Why would you
That's what he said. He got it from
why would
truck
you
driver
share?
Billy.
That's weird. Why would he share that like that? Like, to anybody like I used to have a purse that had that word all over it. So I ain't afraid of it. But it's like, man, that's kind of forcing Christians that don't want to hear the F word to hear it.
Funny?
Was that real though? Did that really happen?
I don't know. It sounds
He
familiar.
definitely did. What that he played the F that? I don't think so. There's just no
I,
way.
I don't
There's
know.
no freaking way. Aiden freaking Linden.
That what Steve
I'm
said
sending
before.
I'm sending him a painting and I put that on
That what
on the label.
Steve said before.
Aiden freaking Linden. So when he gets it, it's gonna say Aiden freaking Linden. Oh, now he's gonna know because I'm sure he's spying on us. I'm just gonna spell it out right. No, could you
You
imagine
seen that
that?
video? Do you seen
Which
that
one?
video? Uh,
Which one?
when Steven said that?
I don't know, but I believe it, and it's funny to me. Like,
Yeah, he said that.
and I
Mark
don't
said
even
in
like in a bad way towards Steven.
Mark said in the
What did he
comments,
say
he's like,
about
"Why
Mark?
don't I get a middle name?"
um, well, I've given him a couple middle names, but I just haven't said them publicly. And he would
Okay.
literally despise and hate it for me. It's just not fun coming from me. He's like, I don't play with girls, I got cooties. It's like, oh, jeez, fine. Oh,
Better than that
and I've
STD
had
demon.
a. Oh man, if you want, are we still live?
Yeah. You want to go?
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say because I got to go anyway, but I wanted to show you the intro if you were interested in seeing it. It's
Okay.
really good.
Yeah, I like to see it. I like to see it.
You want to invite everybody, or you want me to and
Yep.
act like I'm you?
I don't know. You want to go off the air?
Yeah. Wait, say bye
Okay.
to everybody though. That's
Bye,
awesome.
everyone.
Bye
Bye.
guys. Thanks for watching. Gangster Ghost is the best.
Oh, thank you. Bye. See you tomorrow.
You're taking over.